See if it works. It's a little hard to do this in a way. Let's see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, that's pretty freaking impossible. Yeah, but I don't know if you could hear me though. Comment. Like this. Ugh. Yeah, this is really hard to see. For me, maybe not for you. So what I'm doing is I've already weathered the rails with an enamel marker. That's that lighter colored rust. Now I am going over it with a darker color, and it's Tamiya whole brown or whole red. I forget, XF9, whatever that is. I'll turn around and look at chat in a second. So obviously, to get in close, um, what I'm doing is you kind of see these lighter colored tie plates here. That's what I'm making darker. Eventually, I'll make all the rail dark. Like, here's a problem. The more you handle this, I don't know that there's any easy way to do this. Oh. What's up, Austin Miller? What's up, Dwayne? How's it going? I'm going train hopping. I'm gonna jump a fruit. I think you're crazy. That's what I think. No, that's illegal, and you can get arrested for that, right? Can you hear me? I guess you can. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe. Can I? I think I can. Yeah, but if I do that, then I can't see. What's up, Digger? Digger, I sent you a link. What's that? Hmm. Uh, it's really hard to hear me. Okay. Obviously, I can't read chat with my back to you. Okay. So you're going train hopping. Don't get arrested. Don't get arrested. How's that? You're going to get arrested. Going train hopping. What the hell's the matter with you? You're not shoestring hobo. I'm gonna go train hopping. What are you nuts? I want to dry some of that up. It's too much. Yeah, I want to go train hopping. It's not a good idea. I'm doing it in his honor, Jerry. I think he can do other things in his honor. Where'd you go, Digger? Come back. So I got my. How the hell I'm gonna do this? Cause how the hell I'm gonna do this? If I do this, unmute that. And turn down. Hello? 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 Can you guys hear me still? Hold on. Digger, can you hear me? Don't type. Say yes or no.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going back to work. Tell me if anybody's talking. What's up, Digger?
All good here, mate. All going good. I like what you're doing with these rails. They're looking really good.
Yeah, so this is going to be an abandoned rail on my layout. I took some ties out. You can see some ties missing. Up at this end, I've like cut them and wore them out.
Yeah.
Took an X-Acto knife to kind of make them look bad. That's what you're doing, you know. You're like took a plier and smashed them. Where's their smash ones at? Here's one that's like straight. I'm like working on one side and then flipping it, working on the other side. So that's what I'm doing because I wanna rust all my tie plates, and there's 4 tie plates per tie. So
Yeah,
it's a lot of little work, you know. And
it is a time consumer. Hello, Austin. Hello, Richard Powell.
it's a huge time consumer, but I think I think it's worth it. For
Oh
some,
yeah, the
you know,
result, great.
you wouldn't do this to your entire layout, obviously. But this is just going to be like a centerpiece right at the front of my layout. So, so it works for me, you know. Um,
Yeah, it's looking good. So, Austin, be very careful when you go train hopping. Make sure you don't fall in between the carriages as they're coming along the wagons and you get your arms and legs cut off. It'll be painful. And
yeah, you'll be
afterwards.
yeah, you'll be just like Shoestring Hobo with no fingers.
And
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, Austin. But you do what you want to do.
yeah, it is America after all. You are free to make the choice. I say you've made a bad choice.
But just know that you can be arrested, uh, depending that I don't know. It depends. I don't know if that arrest will follow you the rest of your life.
Get you, won't they?
So here's the thing: if you ever want to work on a railroad, you'll never get a job.
Never.
You'll never get a job. They'll never hire
You won't
you.
even be able to be a janitor at the station after doing that.
Yeah, they'll never hire you.
Hello, huge arsehole.
Just think. Just think of the consequences. That's all.
Oh, hell. I hope that goes well, Richard. I'm sorry to hear that. Richard's got a bad kidney. He's having it removed.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Richard. Hope everything goes well for you. What's up, Jimmy? Was Rod Stewart still with you, Jimmy? No, Jimmy.
It does sound like a bad idea, doesn't it, you?
Yeah.
Train hopping for us used to be get like an all-day card and catch one train to the next station, get off, and then catch one somewhere else and see where you end up.
Yeah, train hopping isn't what it used to be. In other words, you used to be able to hop trains with no problem. Now it's it's a big deal. It's a
NW.
it's a
But it can go badly wrong, Jerry, can't it?
oh sure it can go wrong. Yeah. Well, so like anything else, anything can go wrong. Driving in your car can go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, shouldn't be on a train to begin with like that. But you do what you want.
Austin. That's the main thing, that you have fun. Even if you do fall off and get your legs chopped off and stuff, at least you've had fun.
How the fuck did you get in here? I got a bird in my house. Hold on.
Oh no. Well, it's not Jimmy the Parrot, is it? Jerry's being invaded. Oh, I'll just put this here. Now. No, I'm not about to abandon the shop, but I've got to fix one of the dogs' supper. He comes up here, does Moses for his supper, the spaniel. So I believe you can function all right on one kidney. I know I have a friend a long time ago who had a kidney out, and it was all right on the one. It was just one that was not good. Ooh. Hello, Nathan. And you know, Richard, that track weathering's great, isn't it? He's used a couple of different techniques, different materials, and it's looking great. And he's done the you guys call them rail ties, they call them sleepers. That's true, Bob. Birds everywhere. But he's done a good job making them look. What sort of bird was it, Jerry? A woodpecker?
Oh, I don't know what he was. Some bird. Like I have that screen that parts in the middle from my door, and I left it partly open. What's up, Bob? How's it going? What's up?
Wow.
What's up, Nathan?
He's having it robotically removed. I'm just going to do Moses supper. I'll be 1 second.
Dang, Richard Powell, hang in there. Sounds stupid and irresponsible. Something Zoe would do. What are you working on today, Nathan? So that's what I'm doing. Got my paintbrush, my paint, and doing around. Hey, Austin Hodges, are you still here? What are you doing?
I thought he was already there at the rail tracks, ready to live life and limb.
I don't think so yet.
I mean, if it's a boxcar train, and they used to jump on the boxcars and they're sitting there, didn't they? But this could be hoppers, oil tankers. I mean, it's not going to be comfortable there, is it?
Well, it's not like sitting on the couch in your house.
That's true. That's true. You're going to get splinters in your butt. That's if you get a boxcar that's open.
What are you doing, Bob? What are you doing over there, Bob? So, Austin, what gave you this crazy, nutty idea? Hi, Tammy. Hi, Zoe. What gave you this crazy idea? What were you smoking weed? Are you smoking weed when you were thinking about doing this? Yeah, so I like how it's really hard to see with the camera. My camera won't focus so good, but kind of looks like layers of rust.
It does. You've got it looking good, that, Jerry. I like that, mate. All the different hues and tones that you've got in there, very clever.
Hues and tones, huh?
Yep. Hues, tones, shades, representing different ages of rust and different processes.
Yeah, rust isn't just one color, you know. People need to understand that.
I've got a whole shitload of rust colours. A serious amount of rust colours. Shades and tones and everything.
Young rust is like a light color. Old dark rust is, old rust is dark. But anyway, Jerry, that looks so real. I thought it was real track. Well, that's good, Nathan. That's what I want. Tomorrow, I'm enlarging an opening in the center block wall of my shop, installing a window. Big job, but I'm excited. Sounds like a big job.
Hi, Tammy and Ray.
Yeah, you need a lot of different tones for Rust. Rust is a lot of different tones. No, you don't smoke. Do you drink, Austin? Because only somebody that drinks a lot would think about doing that. You're crazy, man. I don't think you should do it, but you do what you want. But know this: if you get arrested, okay, and you ever want to work on a railroad, you'll never get a job on a railroad. Okay? And that's the truth. You'll never get a job there.
Lots of things are in college.
Some people might not hire you for other things if you have a record like that. You do what you want to do.
It's not. I mean, yeah, it's like an adventure, but it's not the greatest of mankind's ideas or achievements. The probability of something going wrong is greater than the probability of nothing going wrong.
So it has a balcony, right? But you can't hide on this thing, can you? Can you hide on it? Can you be out of sight? Because if you're passing over crossings, and people see you, they're going to call the police on you. Okay, yeah. Like it's 2025. It's not 1962. Okay.
If the grain hoppers and you climb inside, the grain will suck you down and drown you.
Yeah. So.
And then when they unload you at the cereal factory, someone's going to get a horrible surprise in the Weetabix, aren't they?
Yeah. So you do what you want, man. I don't do whatever you want to do. You want to hop a train, hop a train.
Yeah, it is a free country, and you're welcome to make your choices. But I think they've made that type of activity against the law for a good reason. That you're going to be badly hurt if it goes wrong or killed. And like Boxcar Jerry says, you get if you get arrested for it, you're in deep doo-doo. I'll get onto that in a short while, Nathan. But I have seen similar, yeah. Working on Athens, YouTube, CDMI, Penn Central Blue Box. Wow, nice
Who's
one.
Doing that? Who's doing that?
Tammy's working on that. Yeah. I don't know, Austin. You know, it sounds like an old adventure and that. A lot of us here are older and wiser, and but I have to say, when I was young, I didn't do that. You can make a decision that'll affect your career and everything, mate. You know?
Yeah.
Even the military are picky who they take, you know? If they don't like someone who's a bit of a maverick, someone who's a loose cannon and goes against the grain type of deal, they want somebody who can follow orders without question and not try and hitch a lift on the back of a tank on its way into battle, clinging on the back, hoping the lads don't notice you.
Where's this train going to that you want to hop? Someplace good? Someplace stupid. Digger was an animal. Oh. Thanks, Tammy. I will unsubscribe from you. I don't support people doing bad things. Okay, see you later.
I think you're talking to Austin. Nathan, it was written by George Orwell. He was born and raised in a town not very far from me, a place called Wigan, which is 30 miles away, 40 miles at the most from where I am. And he was ahead of his time, and it was a very good book. It was Animal Farm, and it was actually about absolute power corrupts absolutely, regardless of who you are. Yeah, he did. He meant Austin, not from you. Jerry's not doing anything bad. That's a good job what he's doing there. We can't say that's a bad job. Yeah, good luck, Austin Hodges is going to need it. If you get stuck on there, you could end up anywhere. What if it goes to Mexico?
I'm sure he has an idea of where it's going, but
yeah, and what if he's got the wrong one and he ends up in Mexico, right in the middle of a cartel territory?
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
A gringo in cartel territory, or goes up to Canada and ends up on a grizzly bear's dinner menu.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad too.
That's gonna hurt just as much as falling off the damn thing.
Yeah, I would never do this to my track.
Okay. Have fun, Austin. You're going now, so do have fun there.
See you, Austin.
I know you're upset that we don't approve of your antics, but
well, I don't know what to tell you. What did you think? Like somebody's going to tell you, yeah, sounds great, good idea.
Yeah, how splendid. Your parents will be proud.
Yeah, it's a great idea, man. It's a good way to see the country.
Yeah. The cops will just wave as you went past, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Tell the train company to stop the train while they drag you off and beat you. That won't happen.
Yeah, that's all good.
And if you do fall off and then the police find you and have to tell your parents, you know. John 2618, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
What's up, John 2618? Come on.
Zoe Lee, bro, good to see you. You okay, Hank? John talking that?
I don't even think Zoe would hop a train. Would you, Zoe?
No, Zoe's not that daft. I wouldn't have thought.
I don't think she's that crazy.
Digger, where you live, could you take a lot of holes to find artifacts like knives, World War II? Yes, lots of people do it, Nathan. There's lots of ancient battlefields not far from me from the English Civil War. And there's Roman artifacts from when the Romans turned up here and occupied it, as well as a old Roman settlement near to where I am. So there's lots of chances of finding stuff. There's lots of Roman coins get found regularly. Sometimes they had Viking sword and stuff like that. Somebody I know found a sword in a river in Scotland from the Jacobite War, worth a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah. Hello, Dwight.
What's up, Dwight?
But that was a magnet fisher. They threw a magnet in and pulled out this, and they cleaned it up, and it was a sword left over from the Jacobite War. Somebody found a rust-covered, encrusted piece of old junk, and when they cleaned that up, it was a Viking dagger belonged to a Viking lady with all gold and precious stones in there and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's all kinds. It's been battleground of the world for quite throughout the centuries as this little island, and I don't know why it's never been worth fighting over. It's just a lump of rock in the North Atlantic, guys. There's nothing. It's not worth falling out about. There's room for everyone. Let's just relax. But yeah, they did. They fought and they left all kinds of shields and helmets behind, I suppose. 6.5 foot tall for orange armor. That's true, Hugh. That'll be a moment of bitter regret. In fact, it was at this moment Austin realised that he had effed up. Morgan Freeman will tell him that, and it'll come to him in his head. It was at this moment Austin knew he effed up.
Yeah. That's a good idea. John 26:18. Did you catch that train? Shut up, Jimmy.
I know. Give it a rest, Jimbo. So Jerry's doing some very good aging work on a piece of redundant abandoned track. Different Jimmy, Hugh. You're talking to my Jimmy.
You think I was talking?
And Jerry's just had a bird in his house. He doesn't know what sort it was. So it could be a pelican, and it could have been a bald eagle, or it could have been a condor. He doesn't know which one.
Yeah, I think it was a pelican.
Big old beak there and that, yeah.
Maybe
It wasn't an ostrich, then you'd have had a job shifting that thing out.
maybe a pink flamingo. Is John here?
Yeah, John's here, yeah. John 26. Pilot John.
Yeah. Did he answer my question?
Yeah, he said it was delayed apparently.
Oh.
Uncle Dan was part of a submarine group, top secret, transporting drugs. Wow, yeah. Hugh is guessing that were a tufted titmouse, but it was massive, Hugh. It was far too big to be a tufted titmouse.
Oh, titmouse, huh?
The Soviet experience is one of beginning with lofty goals and failing rather abjectly. Or, yeah. I know.
You thirsty, Digger?
Thirsty?
Thirsty,
No,
yeah.
I've got coffee.
I hear you slurping over there.
That was Hank.
Ah, okay.
But I've just remembered I've got to take my meds. Wow, got scrapped, eh? So your uncle was
Where did Dwight Kelly from?
What's he called? Dan DeLay. That is a cool name. Nathan DeLay. And your uncle Dan, so he was called Dan DeLay. A bit like Daniel Defoe.
Dandy. That's dandy.
Ahoy, Eric. Good to see you, my friend. Eric's
Which Eric?
ANC Railroad. N-Scale Life and Journey.
What's up, Eric? How you doing? Shut up, Jimmy.
Dan Cologne. Cool.
I wish I could see better. Something like this isn't really conducive to do like I'm doing right now.
Some, you know,
It's too small.
the
Like,
real pen, you're going to do a lot. It's good, but if you're doing all the ties and pins and everything, it's a bit of a time consumer, but the effects are well worth it. It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
I'm saying this setup that I'm using with this my camera here. You can't see it. Like I'm using my phone to video that to shoot. You know, this is my phone that you're seeing this through.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's good.
So it's not like the phone's in my way, basically.
Eric has an ex-girlfriend that has a great ruffed titmouse. I should keep it in a cage. What do you do at the horse show? She rides horseback rides at the show.
I'm done for now. I can't. You can only do this for so long.
Yeah. Did all the sailors get a coin? Yes, and everyone who sailed in the sub. Yes, she's a participant. She takes part. She rides horseback around the arena, jumping with the puissance.
Only do so much. This my phone's about to die. Jerry, that's pretty clear close-up shooting, actually. Is it?
Yeah, it looked good. It looked very good. Like a macro lens on there, it looked good.
Oh boy. I guess I'm caught up. So, Bob, you're not working, doing anything in your layout space today? Thanks, Eric.
Wow, Hugh was there when the original ironclad ships had a battle.
What?
Hugh, it was at Hampton, Virginia, and that fought a battle just off the coast. The original ironclads, I believe, they were around the Civil War era. Jerry, you didn't do any Navy battles, did you? During the Civil War?
No. Is in the spotlight behind you. Yeah. Yeah, it's back there.
During the War of Independence, the main battle.
I were both going to make videos, but she's still asleep. What are you going to make a video about? What's your video going to be about, Bob? What's up, Rick's Trains?
Hi, Rick's Trains.
Oh, shoot. Anyway.
Yeah, Civil War, Nathan, is when two different groups within the same country, from the same country, have a fight with each other. It's not as in civil as in they're very good mannered and polite about things. It's just civil because it's within the country.
Maybe Google it, Nathan. Then you can get a good answer.
You get first-hand accounts of people that were there, like you and Jerry.
Hand stabilizer tool. What is that? Hand stabilizer tool. What is this thing you speak of?
Hand stabilizer tool review.
Got the kids a new bunk bed today, so tried to put it together. You tried to put it together?
I was too tired to put it together.
Oh, too tired to put it together. Oh, okay.
Hello, Rick Bailey.
Maybe tomorrow.
Stabilizer tool, is it one of them that keeps the camera like a gimbal?
What's up, Rick? I don't know. You're going to have to let him answer, Digger. Oh, man. So I still have to, after I do all this work, then I still got to distress more of the ties, and then I got to weather the ties. And then I'll clear coat the whole thing, dull coat the entire thing. I don't know if I'll install it yet. I might. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll think about it.
Hugh, you know far too much about it to have not been there, mate.
So finished up programming your tortoises. Nice. I'm going to use a camera from 2023. Just for nostalgia reasons. Well, I wonder how good the video will be from that camera. It'd be interesting to see how it is, Nathan DeLay. Did you get your plug and all that sort of stuff? By Dish Bay and chrome ball in a socket with a tiny arm sticking out so you can rest your hand and figure and tool upon it. Hand stabilizer. No kidding.
We're going to use it for modern days. Yeah, vintage camera. If it's from, when is it from? 2003. That's vintage, antique almost. Still quite a modern camera. 2003.
Yeah, I mean that's good enough, I guess. I'm sure your video quality isn't going to be super great. You know, cameras have come a long way, especially in megapixels.
Very mega indeed. Battles fought in the mid-Atlantic. Doesn't hurt. I grew up in Hampton. That's all my mum could afford when Dad refused child support. Hampton, I believe Hampton's a very lovely place. It's in Virginia. Not far from the Blue Ridge Mountains. The Trail of the Lonesome Pine.
That ain't gonna work. Bob, can you click that link? Is that what you're talking about?
Right, chrome ball in a socket with a thin arm sticking. I think I have seen something similar to that, or the actual one. Does it work? Does it work all right? That's what we need to know.
I guess if Bob shakes a lot, so it'll help him do things, you know. I'd watch this video with you, but here's a video of it. That's a video of it.
Many Civil War and Revolutionary battles were fought in Virginia. Yes, and it's great that you got through them all unscathed. You came through it out the other side.
Yeah, I know your hands shake a lot, Bob. So it lets you stabilize them, kind of, right?
Wow. Yeah, good idea, that, Bob.
I mean, anything that can help you stabilize yourself. Did you? I guess you already bought it.
International Plastic Modelers Society, Hugh. Not what you're thinking. Oh, I'm just pulling the curtains or drapes, as you chaps say.
Tried to sign up for that Waybills program today, but I must have done something wrong and couldn't log in. I don't know. It's pretty simple. It's like anything else. You just put your email and blah blah blah.
With a password.
Create a password, and you're on your way. Try again. Try again, Rick.
If that was the case, the events would be something like who can be the angriest for no good reason at people, stuff like that.
Yeah. Where did Dwight Curley go?
I don't know. He came and went. Are you not here, Dwight? Have you disappeared again, Mr. Curley?
All he said was hello, and that was it.
You could actually show everyone around Hampton. You being as you're born and raised there.
Take me with you. He might take you with you and leave you there.
Steam engine being restored. That's 2 hours away from me in Berkshire County, and it just so happens that way.
What's
Cool River Valley lines. It's close.
what? Hey, can you read to yourself? Huh? Yeah. Can you read to yourself? Nathan, what steam engine is it? Working on some slicing stuff to be printed. Oh, okay. Carry on, Dwight Curley. Carry on.
Good job, Dwight.
Kettle's black. So this is the situation, Eric. This is my kettle, okay? It's my kettle, Eric. Okay.
It's true.
It's my kettle.
It's true.
That's right. And don't you forget it. Are you going to IMPS, Bob? When is that event, anyway? To book your room? Yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't think I would enjoy it.
It won't make Jerry happy. I don't think. Going to Virginia to see Plastic Model Show.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I like military models. I really don't care about cars and trucks. I mean, they're okay, but I don't see myself driving 5 hours to partake in something like that.
Will you be allowed to go though, Hugh? You have to bring a note from your mum.
Well, what locomotive is it, Nathan? Don't you
Thomas the
know?
Tank Engine.
It's Thomas the Tank Engine? Looks like it's going to rain again. It was nice earlier, and now it's getting cloudy.
It's been crap here. It's been raining on and off.
Jimmy, maybe you can go help your dad put a new window in tomorrow. July or August. I have the flyer floating around in the football. I think August sounds right, but I don't remember.
There is some really good. They have one here at Telford, and there's some absolutely mind-blowing models, the dioramas that people create. Yeah, did you hear the sirens going off, Zoe, when the tornado siren?
Yeah, did you hear the sirens going off, Zoe?
It was like Wizard of Oz for a minute there. I bet you felt like Dorothy, didn't you? Toto, Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Waiting for Glinda the Good Witch. No, no, it was a proper tornado siren. Even I heard it.
We got to go. The tornado sirens are going off. Gotta go. I got paid from the guy that kept calling me Paul. Well, maybe he wanted to call you Paul.
Hiya, Brad at Willow Creek.
What's up, Brad?
Well, at least you got paid. It depends you which ones you had. There's some Matchbox cars that were made in London specifically for the American market. Opel Diplomat in turquoise that's worth $20,000 even in poor condition.
Tell him what they are so he knows what
Opel Diplomat, an Opel Diplomat.
What to look for. You got one? Show him one.
I don't have one. I sent you the same photo. Okay.
Trust but verify? What does that mean? What's that mean, Bob?
He trusted the guy to pay him.
Yeah, but he didn't ship it to him yet.
Well, he's trusting. He's trusting. Wow.
Where's this guy from, Dwight? How did he find you?
Oh, cool. That's like a little industrial engine there. Nathan Arrester.
How much did it cost you, Dwight? Make him pay for it. You sent him an invoice through PayPal or something? Make him pay for it.
Ooh,
How much did it cost you? He's friends with John T. Who's John T? Trust but verify. Talking about sale. Okay.
Check if you've got the VW Bug as well, Hugh. The pale blue coloured one, and see how they spelt Volkswagen underneath. Let me know how they spelt it.
Couple bucks adds up, Dwight. Couple bucks less that you're going to make.
100 customers want an invoice. That's $200, isn't it?
John Tanzilla. Well, why didn't John Tanzilla print it for him? John 2618. Are you still here, John 2618? Or did you get bored and leave? Maybe John doesn't want to do it. Show comments on stage. What does that mean? Enable chat overlay.
John's still here. Maybe. I bet 45% are going to call.
No thanks. What are you doing, John? You still buy the tracks? He doesn't. Right. Oh, John Tanzilla doesn't have a resin printer? Oh,
Can't produce details. Can't produce details if you haven't got a resin printer.
Okay.
Just basic shapes.
What are you printing anyway, Dwight? What are you making? Can't believe that fucking bird was flying around here. I should have got my shotgun and shot him.
You burnt what?
What?
What did you say? Who should you have shot with the shotgun?
The bird.
Oh. Well, you could have had it in the oven now if it were a big old pelican there, couldn't you?
Yeah, it could be eating it. Yeah. Rockets? Okay. What scale rockets are you making?
The Titan rocket or one of the Apollos? Or... Did you not say you were doing the engines?
You do save everything, son. Oh.
So, Hugh, why did you bury your Matchbox cars? What was the purpose of that?
So he doesn't lose them.
What? So you buried them and thought, I'll come back for those in 40 years' time? Bird in the house is better than a bush in your toilet. Is it not a bird in the bush is worth more if you catch it in your hands?
Oh boy.
Like a time cap.
Yes.
Real lucrative one.
This is a pretty good book if you can get it. It's from July 26, 2021.
Trains.com. $17.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
Holy
But
laws.
It's all stock full of like ideas for all different industries, how they work, how to scratch build things for them. Oh, it's a great magazine. It's great. Look at them all. Look at all the industries that you could do.
Wow. Kitbasha soybean factory. Hang on, that's it. Propane plant, meat packing industry. Oh yeah. Part 2 and 1.
Right? And then there's
big industry.
There's even more. There's over 156 pages. 156 pages in here.
Holy crap.
I mean, there's a lot in here. It's kind of worth whatever it costs. I mean, it's not that expensive. You might even find it cheaper now. I don't know. Maybe not.
There's lady modelers in there, Hugh, but you would not want to see them in a bikini.
How do you know, Digger?
I've seen them.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know Hugh's taste, do I? I take that back. You may well want to see them in a bikini.
Yeah, you don't know Yu's taste just because you like skinny, tiny girls. Maybe you likes bigger girls.
You see, I just find those scary because they're so big and hairy. Not my thing.
Maybe you should switch to S scale, Bob.
But not on my Xbox 164 either.
Or maybe you should switch to Proto 48. How's that, Bob? Proto 48. Anyway. Yeah, I thought I would try this and see how it worked. Oh, it worked all right. It's too hard to do work with the camera videoing stuff.
Can be challenging.
Especially in the way. Who just messaged me? Nathan, are you messaging me again? I can't read it. Anyway, that's about it. Let me go back and read some chat. I swear it's going to be the last time. You always say that. John 26:18. Are you trackside? What did you have for tea, Digger? That's what I need to go fix. Dinner.
You really want to know? I had KFC.
Again?
Yes, I did. It was a busy old time for Ron because we've got Harley here as well, and Ron was really tired when she came back from the farm, and Harley hadn't gone for a nap like she usually does. She was really busy, and she said, "Look." It was my suggestion. I said, "Oh, it should be not just have a takeaway." And
So
said,
Zoe,
"No."
Zoe, you're working right now? You're at work? How come you're on your phone if you're at work?
Oh, he's back at his hotel.
How you working and you're on your phone, Zoe? How you doing that?
She's hidden
Where you
away in
work?
a stable.
What do you hide in at work?
In a stable behind a lot of hay bales, eh? Tinkling away on the phone.
Where are you working at?
I'm looking at the tracks if what comes up tonight. Because it looks like Bridgeport Speedway is going to deal with some weather delays.
See you, Eric. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Take care,
I don't
Eric,
know
mate.
what you're
Take
doing.
care. Thank you for your input today. That was most impressive.
They have it on really it's $29.99 now. Holy crap! I think it's I think if you're going to model some of those industries, I would think it's worth it. I mean, I paid $17 for it. So, I don't know. Maybe you can find it on eBay. Look
It's the
on eBay.
same publishers who Cathy Millet's book was published by, isn't it, Calamback? What's the title called, Jerry? I might be able to find that myself. Best of Industries.
Model Railroader. 2021. Who is that? Who just pinged me?
Not me.
Seems like a real deal, frankly, even if only one industry. So, yeah, that's what I thought, Bob. I mean, there's quite a few. I mean, I might not want to model a meat packing plant, but maybe there's something, you know. Let's see. Let me pick something. I might not want to build an asphalt transfer plant, right? I might not want to build this, right? But maybe I like how they did this, and I want a good picture of it. Maybe I like how they did that ladder, and I want a picture of it. Maybe I like those lights, and I want to make those lights or something.
Dude,
You know? So it's like
I've
there's a
just
lot.
seen it for $12.
Well, buy it.
It's only in America, though, that.
Why can't you get it sent to you?
It's not on Amazon yet.
So I'm going to show you something that I would like to have for one of my buildings. I don't know if it's made by somebody, but I did ask somebody to print it for me. Those garage door canopy things. There they are on the building. See them?
Right, I found. How much is it?
He's just worried about that damn thing on eBay when I'm talking about things that I asked him to print me.
Oh,
See, that's what happens. I ask somebody to print me something, and what do you get? Nothing.
I told you I've got. Those are a little bit more difficult to produce, but I've got everything else you've asked for.
Okay. Well, get to working on them. Walther sells a dock door kit that comes with a few. Okay, thanks, John 26. You don't have to print them out there. I can find them.
No, I can send you some in kit form ready to build. But you'll have to build them yourself. It's be 3 or 4 different components to stick together and then stick on the wall.
That's all right. I'll go with Walther's.
I've got these ice boxes. I've got beer crates. I've got pigs cut in half. I've got pigs not cut in half.
What the hell do I want them for?
You asked for some pigs.
I did not.
You did indeed. You said my pigs were too big. You wanted some smaller ones.
I never asked you for pigs.
Oh, damn dear. Well, why have I printed them then? I don't just print them for fun, you know.
What would I use them for? What, are you just going to have pigs laying in a ditch?
You can, well, it's your layout, Jerry. You could put them somewhere in the back of a truck or something like that.
It's a picture from the magazine, Jimmy.
Cool.
Buying
me for stuff. Go, buzz it off.
The cover looks different. It's printed in 2019. Well, that's because it is different. This is 2021. Let me go find it on eBay because eBay is the best place.
Found it on Amazon here, but they don't have it in stock.
Model trains, best of industries.
eBay. Oh, there's one Industries along the track. Not the same. There's one from 1996.
Well, it's not this one, so I don't know what the hell's in it. Maybe you can get it on a model railroader. That's what I'm looking at the wrong. Maybe you can get it from the model railroader website, like back issues or something. Can't even spell rail right.
Does it have an issue number?
No. No, because it's not like a regular issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a it's a composition of a bunch of them. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something from every issue or years of issues. I don't know. So there's a Southern Pacific locomotive on the cover. Yeah, so like they have these types of magazines. So like I see best of scenery from 2020. Industries along the track. I mean, the best bet to find it cheap is eBay. But if you go to Model Railroader,
I found a site in the UK that does structure projects. No, not big and small.
if you're subscribed to the magazine, maybe you can go into their archives and get into archive access. You know. Dr. Jerry sent you the kit at Yankee Dabbler. Thanks, John. Trying to see if this loads up.
They haven't got it. I'll find it at some stage. You're not working on. Hello, Rusty at Possum Bio.
What's up, Rusty?
Keeps the weather out, yeah.
What keeps the weather out?
Those big rubber seals on the industrial doors when a truck backs up.
Yeah. Keeps the weather out. That's right. 20. Let's see what's in 2021. Yeah, I don't see it. Where were the magazine subscriptions? Current issues, specials, annual index. Yeah, you would think that you'd be able to get this on their website as a back issue or something. But once they sell out of shit, they're done with it.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe they have one every year. I don't know.
There's a few available on Amazon, but just not that particular one at the moment. There's Industries Along the Tracks, then Industries 2 along the tracks, Industries 3 along the tracks.
Hi, Nancy. How you doing? Uh, uh, what's up, Rusty? What are you doing?
Jerry's got
I was working at my desk.
model on the railways. Can't get it.
It's not new. I've had it since 2021.
You've had it since that time, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had it and kept it to himself secret all that time.
I don't blame him. I want to. Hiya, Jerry.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, pretty good. I had this one too.
Small
Not
layout.
really. Yeah.
What's the one I have?
This is pretty good too.
This one, building realistic model railroad scenery.
Yeah.
That's model railroader.
Yeah.
Oh, look what it says.
What's it say?
It says, Digger, thank you so much for your support and help and guidance. I hope you enjoy my book. All the best. Lots of love, Kathy Miller.
So that's Kathy's book?
Yeah, Kathy Miller wrote it.
Let me see the cover. Oh, yeah? How is it? Is it any good?
Really good book. There's a lot to take in, though, you know. There's a lot. It goes a lot about perspectives and where you're viewing things from, how to make it look good from any angle. It talks about the tricks, not tricks, but the schematics that people like George Sellius have used, and Vic Smith and that to build a city layout, and how people do countryside layouts.
So will you be applying these to your new layout?
Oh yeah, definitely. This book will be accompanying me. That's a desert scene.
Yeah.
Vinny had a desert scene, and then there's one of the Scottish moors and hills up there. There's all kinds. It's a really good book.
Is there stuff from America in there?
Yeah, lots of it is American layouts.
Oh, okay.
Kathy was representing the National Model Railroaders Association in UK and Europe for a long time, and a lot of her models were based on America. The main one in there is based on a street view of New York, looking down Times Square towards the Flatiron.
I'm sure you can, Nancy. You just need to apply yourself.
No, Nathan, thankfully, there's no deserts in the UK or any of the associated islands around. It's all very wet, very green, very slippy and slimy, and lots of things are growing, trees.
Just a bit of sand at the seaside.
Yeah, we do have that. We do have some sand at the beach. But there's no deserts whatsoever. You've got to go into the Middle East and Africa.
Did you watch any of Nancy's videos? Yeah, she got a new puppy.
You can do all that, Nancy.
Go watch one of her shorts, and you can see why she's got a new puppy. I'm not going to talk about it.
you can visit a desert. I did wish I could visit a desert, Nathan, and I visited the Arabian desert too many times for my liking. And there's nothing. Yeah, I did see a few camel trains and Bedouin tribes and stuff going through there and things like that. But it's just a big lot of sand, Nathan. It's very warm during the day and very cold at night.
You haven't thought of a name yet for him, have you, Nancy? How about Jerry? Jerry's a good name.
A dog's poorly, I told you, didn't I? But she's got a new baby one.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
What is it?
Rottweiler.
Oh, I'll think of a good name for it.
Ron said she can think of a good name.
She
I
doesn't
wanted
want
to and
to
she
name it
chose.
Hank. She doesn't want to name it Hank.
Well, it's too late because we've got our Hank already.
Why? She could have a Hank if she wants a Hank.
He just said she doesn't want Hank.
How about Walter? Call him Walter.
That was my idea.
I would like
Walter.
a salt pipe.
What?
He said, how about calling him Mr. Throatpipe?
That's too long of a name.
Mr. Beefy.
No, it's too stupid of a name. So you don't like that name, Nancy? Jerry's a good name for a dog. Call him Jerry. Ralphie. Yeah, Ralphie's a good name too.
Those are in Egypt, Nathan, at the very top edge of the Sahara. Not quite in the desert, but lots of sand.
Goliath.
Goliath.
Ralphie's a good name. You could call him Diesel, since you like trains. She wanted to call him Casey Jones, but you could call him Diesel.
Zach. No, not Zach. It's too short of a name. You're confusing with the word sack. Get your ball, Zach.
What?
Ball sack.
Yeah, could go badly wrong.
Who said call him ball sack?
Somebody
Oh,
said,
Zach. Call
call
him
him
Zach.
Zach. And I said, it's not a good name when you're shouting, come on, get your balls, Zach.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a good one.
No, it is very warm in Cairo, Nathan. It's very, very warm in Egypt. It's on the edge of the Sahara, on the northern edge. But you find that on Google. I think the wrong place to talk about it here.
I know what you can call him, Nancy. Yarder. Call him Yarder.
Or Growler,
Cooper.
Cooper, Harper.
Harper. Who the hell would name
Drummer.
him Harper?
We had a ferret called Harper after Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird.
Douglas.
Douglas, yeah, that's a good old name, isn't it?
And probably waiting at New Egypt Speedway. Zoe, so where are you working at?
True, Nancy. I knew someone called Zach, and he was a huge arsehole.
Oh,
Cedric,
you're watching a live stream. You're not home. You're watching live streams from these races? Oh. Stupid. I thought you were working, Zoe. I thought you got a job at the racetrack or something.
Oh, we thought you were working at the horse factory farm, shoveling shit in the stables and hiding.
So, Nancy, we got to name this dog, you know. You can't just leave him with no name.
Percy,
You gotta be calling him something. You can't call him little shit all the time.
Why don't you go through alphabet?
yeah, go through alphabet. Everyone pick a name. Somebody go A, then somebody B. Everyone pick a name like that.
She'll figure out a name.
Alfie.
You're calling him Buddy. Buddy's a good name. My cousin, his dog's name's Buddy.
Yeah, I said, but he's a good name. So it's Buster. Ready when you are, Buster. That's from the Shreddy Wheat advert.
If you want to, if you don't, you do it because you want to do it, or don't do it because you don't want to do it. Doesn't matter to me if you do it.
Baby dog. So stop.
I had to make it clear with Nathan. Stop, Zoe. Just stop. Buddy.
Confusing name.
Buster.
Buster's a good name. After Buster Keaton. Or Harold. Harold's a good name.
How about Francis? You can call him Francis, Nancy.
Frank. That'll be shortened to Frank.
Yeah.
I'm not going
I'm not going to lose my subscribers over it. Well, I don't think you're going to lose your subscribers over it. Why did
You might lose your head or your legs.
Did somebody say they were going to unsubscribe to you? A boy named Sue. No, you don't want to name your dog Sue. Time yourself out, Jimmy.
For 30 seconds.
Francis.
Cedric. That's a bit.
You could call him
Abraham. Abe. After Abe Lincoln.
Moses. We've got a Moses.
Yeah,
call him Parmesan after your favorite cheese, Parmesan.
Call him Goose.
Yeah, we've got a goose. We've got a goose dog.
Oh, you're not even subscribed to him. So what's the difference? What is your favorite engine brand, Nancy? Call the dog that.
General Electric. You're going to call your dog General Electric.
Call it General.
General,
General's a good name for a
Colonel. General, Colonel. Yeah, no, do what Dwight said. Call it General Electric. That's unique, isn't it? Nobody in the entire world will have a dog called General Electric Corporation.
Well, if it's so fucked up, come and make it better. Yeah, that's what I want, John. 2618. Thanks. So here they are, Digger. I don't need you to make them. I'll buy the damn things.
Wow. The one thing I was just struggling finding the programs for. And it's blown me out. Well, I've got you the ice boxes. And the other thing, items you wanted.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some grass stuffs and I'll send it all over. You know what else I'm going to send?
Snacks.
Custard creams.
Both whose channels? Who are you talking about, Jimmy? Both his channels. Who's both his channels? Yeah, Nancy, what's your favorite locomotive? Do you have one? Alco? Maybe you could call him Alco. EMD. Austin has 2 channels. Austin, you got 2 channels?
And Briggs and Stratton. Call him Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs is a good name. Briggs. Call him Pasta Bazul. Call him Pasta. I don't know, Nancy, but that damn dog needs a name. Well, unsubscribe to him then. I don't know what to tell you. He doesn't care. Unsubscribe. Screw you.
Hello, Wigwags. Wigwags sub to 3 channels. 3.
Who's 3 channels, Wigwag? Who has 3 channels? Huh?
Austin Hodges' channel.
Man, I could go for some KFC.
It was delicious.
What did you have?
I had the boneless, right? And this is the bad thing about it. and Ron ordered me some ordinary pieces of extra crispy chicken, you know, normal in the bone,
That's extras.
and as extra because I had 3 strips of boneless and a piece of sweet corn and some popcorns and fries is not very filling. She ordered me extras, and the extra didn't turn up.
And they charged me for it, waiting for my money back.
We're going to get our money back for it, though. We're not putting up with that.
Why didn't you get chicken parts? You don't like them? You know, like thighs, breasts, wings.
Yeah, well, didn't want the wings. We ordered the ordinary chicken parts as well as some boneless. I got a boneless box
And the original chicken.
and the
pieces.
original chicken.
You like the original? I thought you like extra crispy.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing here. They call it's extra crispy, but they call it original on the app.
Oh,
Original
really?
And then extra crispy. But they didn't bring it. We paid for the damn stuff and they didn't bring it.
Did you tell them?
Oh, yeah. And they still owe us a can of pop.
Sounds
We ordered
bitch.
4 can of pops and only got 3.
It come to 50 quid for tea. And
$50.
$50. Holy crap! How much you can? $50.
That's for everyone in the house, so
How many people?
4.
4
In
people
fact, no, 3 Jack didn't have out.
and
Just 3.
just 3 people, and then the dogs all. What did they all get?
They got say popcorn chicken.
They got popcorns, chicken popcorns.
Man, you could have bought a couple steaks for that.
I know.
Man,
It was a last minute thing because Ron's got really busy, and she's extra tired because she took Harley to the
I
farm.
was up all night with her first last night.
She took Harley to the farm with her as well.
Oh, really? How did she like it?
She loves it. Absolutely loves it.
She was
Stephanie
on.
Frost yet?
She rode Walter.
Yeah, she picks it up with her hands. She's not bothered.
Really?
Yeah, she's no fear of any of the animals, even bigger stores we've got, and he's 18 hands, and she just runs right up to him and goes underneath him.
She'd be riding sheep at the rodeo before long.
She picks up cow shit?
Did she pick up cow shit?
Yeah, she's got her own little fork and shovel.
She got her own shit shovel.
Oh, she's not picking it up with her hands.
No, but she will do if she wants to. She just doesn't care. I'm trying to teach her it's dirty to pick poo up with your hands.
Yeah, it's a little dirty. Good idea. Don't. Yeah, because the next thing you know, she'll pick it up with her hands and then she'll put her
She's always
fingers in
got
her
her
mouth.
hands. Yeah, she's always got her hands in her mouth.
Yeah, that's not good. So Wigwag is drunk. So yeah, he's drunk. I can tell.
My pop loved 3 dogs a night. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Yeah, he's drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. Rusty, what are you having for dinner tonight? Anything? Let me hear the dinner menu. Nathan, what are you having for dinner? That's what I want to know. What are you having for dinner?
Hugh. Don't worry about me train hopping. That's a good decision, Austin. You've made the right choice there, young man. He's not going to go train hopping. He was going to jump on freight trains as he rattled past.
Very, very dangerous.
Dangerous. On the point of foolishly dangerous.
Pizza? I don't feel like having pizza, but you can have pizza.
Yeah,
Dwight,
pizza.
what are you having for dinner?
Oysters chased by Island iced tea or Long Island iced teas.
You gonna have some raw oysters, Rusty?
Tell you what, I could just eat. Them big giant onions are about that big, extra crispy.
Where are they from?
I don't know.
What is it?
Giant onion rings Ron likes.
Oh, where are they from?
I just asked her that. I said, "Where are they from?" Because I was just going to order some up, and
No, you have to go Asda or somewhere like that.
oh, you got to go out Asda.
Go to the store and buy them. You cook them. What's up, Waycross Train Spotter? How's it going?
Hiya, Scott. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you.
3 slices of cinnamon toast and a cup of tea. What the hell are you doing there? What kind of dinner is that, Nancy?
If it fills a gap and staves off the hunger, it's fine.
Nancy, are you going to introduce Buddy to everybody?
Fireworks shopping, cut the grass, weed whack, power wash the patio. Oh dear. What should we get then? Do you want something to eat?
Hi, Funny Butt Kitchen.
Funny Butt Kitchen.
Hello.
Hello in Sri Lanka there, the former Ceylon, where they used to have tea plantations.
In Sri Lanka?
Yeah, it used to be called Ceylon, and it's an island just off the coast of India.
Sri Lanka is on an island?
Yeah.
You got them all over YouTube already. How come I don't see him? Where's he at? I don't see no videos of him.
I've got some crisps if you want crisps.
What time is it in Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
You think it's tomorrow?
I'm not sure. Japan goes first, and that's the Far East. So it's on the border between Far East and Asia, isn't it?
What do I know? Oh, yeah, my new puppy. He's cute.
The new puppy.
Wow. There he is there.
Hasn't got a name yet. So I'm trying to think of a name for him. Certainly doesn't replace Nikki. But I'm glad I got him. Look at him. Look at that face.
So he got stuck to where he is.
There he is.
He's big. He's going to be big. Did you see his parents?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything. This is Laguna come to get in on the action.
From the $126 in the TikTok shop. This is a very, very nice, strong $126 TikTok shop.
Trying to share this. Ron, you can go and watch it and subscribe to her channel to follow all the antics of Buddy the Rottweiler.
I'll show her the channel.
Yeah, I'll add it and then I can watch.
It's Nancy channel, NH Hard Limit.
There you go. Dad's a big thaw, huh? I never had a boy before. Yeah, you did. You got your son that likes oh, that bird, death music, death metal music. He's a boy. Yeah, post some shorts of him. Yeah, people love little puppy dog. Don't that bird go to bed? Put him to bed, Digger.
Jimmy, shut up, you loony.
I wish that dog would eat him.
One day I'm sure that's going to happen because he keeps coming out tormenting the dogs.
I'd just let him eat him.
Go to the YouTube of Jerry's and he's put a link on there for Nancy's.
Yeah, go there.
Jimmy, shut up now. Give your beak a rest.
No, he's not, Zoe.
He's annoying, that's what he is.
He's
7
annoying.
years. Cool.
Kind of annoying. Kind of like some other people.
Where's the link?
Give his chat.
Is that it?
That'll take you to the short of the dog. And you can go onto a channel and sub from there.
Jimmy,
Do
do you have any other parents? I think he's only got 2.
That one's called Jimmy. And no, Jimmy's not a rescue. He's just
That one, isn't it?
yes. The one downstairs is called Bubbles, African grey parrot. We had an Amazon parrot, but he died. He passed away not long ago.
Might have to flush him. Why can't you eat him?
You don't flush him, Dwight. That's cruel and evil. Thank you, funny bot. That's good. Excellent.
Share her channel, Digger.
Will do. Give me a sec. I'll put Funny Bot's channel up.
I wish that YouTube would translate people's videos. She does a lot of cooking videos, and they look really good, but I don't know what she's doing or cooking.
Mahesha.
Huh?
Mahesha, I think that's the name. Is Mahesha your name, Funny Bot?
Where you see that at?
On the channel.
Oh, okay.
I'm just guessing.
You bought another aquarium today. What are you, crazy? You got enough problems?
It's not nice, Nathan. Thanks for saying that, but it's part of life, you know. He was a rescue. He was an Amazon parrot, and we don't know how old he was.
Yeah, it's the course of life, Nathan. Things die. Pets, people.
Livestock at the farm, sheep drop dead for fun, and goats drop dead for fun as well.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's the circle of life. Can't do nothing about it.
My cousin had a big expensive tub, a big expensive ram, and shearing time, he'd been sheared 3, it was a 4 shear, so he'd been done 3 times before. Come shearing this time and he just dropped dead halfway through the shear.
How come?
They do, they like that, a sheep.
Really?
Yeah, they can walk out the field, everything's fine, and then take a few steps and then just drop dead.
Wonder why.
Not the easiest animals to keep.
Wonder why.
I don't know. It's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? Because they don't have good hearts and that. They've been bred and a lot of crossbreeding and stuff, and I don't know, it must be a weakness somewhere. Because there's some more prone, some breeds are more prone to it than others. Texels, the big old numb things, they're pretty hardy, you know, and they can live on the hills and stuff.
Yeah. Just drop dead, huh?
No problem, Funny Book. She's
I don't
an
know if
Indian.
it's very beautiful, but Jerry, you hear my trains running No, why should I hear your trains running, Rick?
They don't really eat beef out there in India that much.
Yeah, I don't think they eat beef.
Cows are revered as holy animals.
Yeah, maybe they eat pizza, but not beef. Still waiting to hear what Dwight Curley's having for dinner. Well, what time is it over there in Sri Lanka? Do I have to ask the Google thing?
Next train. Just hang on.
Alexa, what time is it in Sri Lanka?
In Sri Lanka, it's 3:28 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, it's 3:28 in the morning right now. It's tomorrow morning. Yeah, Nathan, anything with beef is a cow.
9 hours difference.
Get one.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I wonder, like, Funny Butt Kitchen, do you understand what I'm saying? I can
I'll
just
switch them
have them both, Rusty. Why decide? Why decide, Rusty? Have them both.
English is the official language in India. I don't know if you knew that, but English is the official language. Most people can speak it. A lot speak Urdu, Gujarat, or Hindi.
Really? Huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Dwight Curley?
Who's he talking to? Closet? I didn't see Closet was in here.
Closet Branch ain't in here. What are you talking about? What are you crazy? You smoking weed over there?
No, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's moonlighting on a different live stream, isn't he?
I have no idea. Is somebody else live streaming? I don't care if he is or isn't.
He's moonlighting and he's talking to the wrong one.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
It was in Ireland, Nathan, where they built the Titanic at the Camel Laird yard in Belfast.
So, Nathan, I'm going to give you a little hint. Beef Wellington. Beef. Beef. Do you know what beef is, Nathan? Do you know where beef comes from?
All right.
Bigger
Yeah.
than put together already.
Oh. Yeah, I can send you a picture if you want, Nathan. Just hang on. Where's my phone? My wife Ron has cows. Do you still have any cows? Still have a couple.
That's a cow. Yeah, beef comes from cows, Nathan. Yeah, that always works, Jimmy. Talk louder because they can understand you better. I still don't understand what this is about.
I sent you a picture, Nathan.
Artie's not live. It's 6 o'clock. Artie doesn't come live until 8 o'clock.
He's in Germany at the moment.
Oh, is he? Artie is?
Yeah, because I saw a post off Anthony Dodge and Joyce. They landed in Frankfurt in Germany and they met Artie there.
Oh. How about that? So maybe he's over there. Maybe Dwight's over at Artie's.
Yeah.
How long is how Closet Branch doesn't come here anymore?
Do with that. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly. Well, IT met him at Frankfurt Airport, which is in Germany.
Oh, he streamed. He already streamed like 45 minutes ago. Already did.
So he was in Germany for a spell, if he's in Serbia now.
He's in Serbia too? Where's he going? Anthony's in Germany? Oh.
I think he preferred sheep.
So I'm trying to so probably, but like everybody over there doesn't speak American, do they? Digger?
Where? In India?
In Sri Lanka.
Right. The main language is English. Don't forget the British swiped and occupied all that land, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was part of the British Empire, and everybody learned English. And there is other languages, but the official language is English. It's spoken in more countries than any other language is English. It's
See, like when I
spoken language, but there's more people speak Mandarin Chinese because there's more of them.
I wish like I could watch her videos and understand what's going on. I mean,
Well, if
she does. What were you going to
press
say?
the translate button, it'll put subtitles up in English.
Where's this translate button?
It's captions. If you go bottom of the screen, you'll see a box bottom right of the screen that you watch, the box that you watch the picture on.
Yeah.
It's a white box.
Uh-huh.
Click that box, it'll bring subtitles up, and then you're going to change them to the language you speak. Yes, Sri Lanka is a little island off the south coast of India, but there's Hindi, Gujarat, Punjabi, and English. Hello, Cosmin, good to see you.
Oh, let's see if it works.
But the official language is English.
What's up, Cosmin? What's up, Cosmin? What's going on? Auto translate. Let's see if it works.
Shrimp is cheaper than beef. Yeah, I can imagine. It is Urdu and Punjabi as well, language-wise.
It doesn't even give English as a English. Okay.
Oh, that's so Cosmin.
Yeah.
We're putting steak on as well. We were just about to do a barbecue grill. I bet it were big thick pieces of steak, and it started raining.
Oh dear. Not
Oh yeah, that worked. Okay. I didn't know you could change it. Thanks.
like an open shelter outside. We can have them under that.
Yeah, get a canopy put over your grill, your barbecue grill thing, Cosmin.
I'm bummed. Started raining as I was going to grill stuff. Put it in your garage. My grill's over my my overhang, my porch. It's on my porch.
Canopy, yeah.
The hell's the matter with you, Cosmin?
I saw one on the internet. They were grilling in the back, and a black bear turned up, and they threw a burger at it to distract it while they got away. And it ignored the burger because it could smell the steak and the shrimps on the barbecue, and everyone ran in, and the bear just helped itself.
I don't know. I don't know who we is, Bob, but I couldn't find it. I don't know who we is.
No, we don't. You can get a smoker over here. We had this discussion before. I've never seen one for sale, but after we talked about it, lo and behold, it came up on the internet for sale. But no, we don't. We have smoked fish, kipper, and salmon. We smoke haddock into kippers.
I was going to grill chicken. I don't feel like grilling chicken right now. Come over to my house and bring what you want to grill, Cosman. You can use my grill. Bring enough for me to eat, though.
What was going to be on the barbie there, Cosmin? Was it going to be big, thick pieces of steak?
Probably eggplant and asparagus.
When it rains, as it's called, the gas cuts off.
I think it was raining for some reason. When it rains or is cold, the gas cuts off. Told
No,
the
it was
reg-
just a gas barbecue. Just do it in the house on the stove.
I don't know what to tell you, Cosman.
Yeah, I think they do, Nathan. Take care, Nancy.
Bye, Nancy. Say hi to Buddy.
She's doing it in the oven instead now. Well, I'm going to have this Pepsi now, unless you want it.
Hi, Nancy.
Maybe. I think Jack's just come in. Hello, Eugene. I saw you earlier in a British stream. RGJ. Rob and Grace.
What's up, Eugene?
Eugene.
What kind of chicken were you going to do?
Ron once cooked a chicken and called it tasty chicken. And that was good.
Yeah, Cosman lives right next door to me. Nathan lives right next door.
He's going to bring him some chicken over when he's cooked it.
Yeah, Cosman, come on over and use my grill. Okay, I'll be right over.
Is it true that when the house needs to be fixed, it took a sample to see if it's safe to build on it?
Aw,
Not sure,
that is
Nathan.
the cutest. Look at that. Look at that picture.
Oh,
That's her Nikki and her little buddy. That's
well,
so
they
cute.
usually renovate if it's worthwhile. Was that Jack coming back in? I know he's
Getting something from under the car.
I think she's going to wind up calling him Buddy.
The both of it were under your tire arch, I think. Wow.
Here you go, Ron.
Look at that.
Ah,
On a little rug, little sheepskin rug.
it's beautiful.
He's a lovely, cuddly puppy.
Buddy's going to have a good life.
I think even Moses one of them.
I got
Here he is there with his little tail.
Just
Checking out
reminds me
the
of Hank.
flowers.
Sometimes does that with me with crisps. Do you like Mad Max? Yes, I did in the day when I watched Mad Max. Yeah, I like the one with Tina Turner and it be on Thunderdome.
Oh,
Yeah, watermelon. The yellow one is that. I think yellow watermelon. What's it called? What do we call them? Yellow melons. Honeydew. Honeydew melon.
yeah, Nancy left, right? Yeah. She said they play together. I said get video of it. Because it'll be nice to have video of her Nikki playing with her new puppy. She loves that doll. I think she loves that doll more than people.
Might get
Look
one.
up. Got yellow watermelon by mistake the other day. Not the same. Wife won't eat it. How come? Does it taste the same?
Nope. You can't beat watermelon. They taste fantastic. The dogs like watermelon, the parrots like watermelon, and everyone in the house likes watermelon except Steve.
Did you ever have a yellow watermelon, Digger?
No, I've had a yellow melon we called it a honeydew melon over here.
Yeah, honeydew is normal.
A honeydew is green. No, it's yellow. Cantaloupe orange.
I've seen some. No, I've seen cantaloupe's orange and honeydew is green.
I'll see, Cosmin, but I seriously doubt we can get that here. We're lucky enough to get watermelon, and they're seriously expensive here because the climate is so poor. We have to import them. All right. So the green on stripy green on the outside. And what do they taste like? Are they different than the traditional red watermelon?
Yellow watermelons. I don't think I think I had one long time ago. I don't know.
Because they're not ripe. That's why they're yellow.
What kind of bids can I get on this magazine?
$10.
I hear $10.
Plus
Do I hear 11?
It.
Do I hear 11? Do I hear 11? 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. No, I've never been to Knoebels.
Cool.
It was not properly labeled.
Very particular, Bob, yes. So have I won it for $10, Jerry?
No.
Dang. I see Hugh's coming up with a late bid now.
Autographed? Yeah, autographed. Yeah, I'll autograph it for you. Yep.
You get his logo written in there and everything.
I'll autograph it for you. It's not for
We can't
sale.
get that in the UK, so that's why I put in a big, strong bid in like that, plus what postage.
$50 for Jimmy. Jimmy says $50.
Eugene says 11.
I don't have any, Cosmin. I don't have any. 11. 11. Do I hear 12? Do I hear 12? Well, you guys were all beat. This guy's going to give me 50 for it. So
yeah, I'll give you 51 on your birthday.
Jimmy, what would you do with this book? You just stare at the pictures.
Yeah, you see how Eugene's offered 12. Hugh's offer isn't being taken seriously. He's not even registered as a bidder. He hasn't got a bidding number.
No, what am I going to do at Knoebels? I don't ride amusement rides, Nathan. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there, Nathan.
What's Knoebels, Nathan? Does he want one? He looks at me. You've got stuff.
You want one, Lorna?
She sees her dad eating them. She will.
No.
Yeah, you can sell it on when it becomes even more famous. You can get colon candy. What the hell is that? It's famous for flooding. Colon candy. I don't like the sound of that. Hello, Ian. Ian at Lehigh's in the house now. Colon candy. Not sure I like the sound of that. Yeah, I don't like the sound of it, Hugh.
Does you not mean cotton candy?
It might mean cotton candy, which is candy floss. Yeah. It's candy from your colon. Have you tried it, Hugh? I bet Hugh's tried it. He's tried it.
What kind of candy?
Colon.
What the hell was that?
Exactly. Seven times a day. It does, Ian. Something at a P. Diddy party.
Oh. I'm gonna have chicken wing or chicken tenders, onion rings, and a little salad. I picked some lettuce from my garden.
He has it 7 times a day, does Hugh, that colon candy.
What's up? What's up, Ian? Who said something about colon candy?
Nathan did at that place called Noble's Amusement Theme Park. You can get colon candy.
Cotton candy. What are you eating, Digger? Onion rings?
Mm.
Fake ones.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Sausage and butter noodles. What do you do? What kind of sausage? Ian doesn't like Italian sausage. What kind of sausage you making?
Oh, cotton candy. We call that candy floss here.
Candy floss. What are you listening to over there, Digger?
It's Ron. She's very rudely put something on really
Sorry,
loud.
it's just really interesting.
Some political crap.
It's more interesting. How dare you?
Next Prime Minister.
Can't be that interesting.
He's going to get rid of net zero.
Good.
I do that sometimes, Dwight. I add chicken and sausage sometimes to ramen noodles. Sometimes sausage, sometimes chicken.
Now she's angry.
I'm not hungry. Oh, I can rewatch it later.
You do? Do you use it a lot, Bob? Bob, are you at your shop today? Or are you at the layout space? What are you doing today? Anything? You
Roman
going
noodles.
ramen noodles?
And added chicken in it. Chicken in it. I don't know what's chicken in it. It's what Dwight's having.
He puts chicken in ramen noodles.
Oh. He has ramen noodles
Ramen.
and puts chickens in it.
Chicken, like chicken pieces, like cut up chicken.
Pieces of chicken get put in it. Not chicken in it.
Fuck.
It's difficult, Jerry. English isn't Ron's first language, especially American English.
Bored out of my gourd. Oh, maybe you want to come up here, Bob, and talk to us?
Yeah, come on in. I hope your wife's not too sick. Is she really poorly?
Go to Hobby Lobby. What does she get at Hobby Lobby? You could have went to Hobby Lobby. You could have got some stuff for the kids. They like Hobby Lobby stuff. Yeah, hopefully your wife's not that sick.
It's in and out, isn't it? The camera keeps going off because we've got a naughty boy in and out, in and out. Up to no good.
I'd just like to know when you're going to lock them out and keep them out.
When you're going to do that, Ron?
When he comes up here on holiday at HMP.
Next time he goes on holiday, it's His Majesty's pleasure.
So never.
No, he'll end up going on his holiday again, won't he?
She just went to browse. You can't go to Hobby Lobby and browse. You got to get something.
Yeah, I go to a model shop and I browse and impulse buy everything I can find.
You never know. You might find
Bargain,
something.
don't you? You always see bargains.
Catch any heritage units today, Ian? Nope, theme park rides are not my thing, Nathan DeLay. Do you like theme park rides, Nathan?
Big Dippers and roller coasters. Nah. I'm not allowed on a lot of those rides with my ticker anyway.
You saw 4001 again? Okay. Yeah. That's all right. At least you saw it.
Wally World. Have you ever been to Wally World, Nathan? The
What's
Griswolds,
Wally?
where the Griswolds went on the National Lampoon's vacation thing. Chevy Chase and his missus.
Nathan, do you go to Knoebels?
Kids, Are you still in chat, Austin? Austin Hodges might still be in chat if he decided not to go jumping on the back of thousands of tons of moving steel. It is a theme park, Nathan. It was on TV on National Lampoons with Chevy Chase.
I don't think it's real, Digger.
It looked massive.
I think it was probably some other theme park that they called Wally World.
Oh, could have been. They were actually closed when they got there, but the owner opened it up for them. Oh, come on in, Bob.
Check check your email, Bob.
It's more for a young people, Nathan, is these theme parks and that. Unless it's Disney World or Disneyland where you're taking your grandchildren. Next door neighbour's just been to Disney World. The one in Orlando. I think it was Disney World. And with their daughter and that.
I've been a Knoebels when I remember. Oh. How many
Do
times
what?
have you been to Knoebels? I'm going to make some tea or something.
I think they were more thrilled to see real alligators on the way to the park. Oh, have you got some good questions lined up, Hugh? It will be expensive.
I'm going to have coffee from this morning. Put it on the stove to heat up.
Have you got a coffee pot that goes on the stove?
No. I used the one that I used to brew my coffee in.
Oh, right. On the Waltons, they had a coffee pot on the stove, didn't they? In Little House on the Prairie.
Ron,
Yes, Jerry.
can you kick him?
I'll whack him. Hold on a minute. Oh, got me. There you go.
Thanks, Jerry. What did you order that for? I was just seeing if he had an authentic coffee pot like Little House on the Prairie.
Well, that wasn't a good idea.
I wonder if they remember you each time you go, Nathan, from that time before. Those are always good ham sandwiches. You can't beat them. Ham and cheese. I knew it was a significant coffee pot deal.
Need some chocolate.
No one there. One sec. I'm not sure. I've got a couple of those Kipling cakes.
No, I don't like them.
They're lovely, those. I've got Toblerone.
That wasn't a good idea because the plastic handle started to melt and catch on fire. See you, Zoe.
Hi, Joey.
Thank you.
I've got some sweets. Biscuits.
Oh, I said it's right. Thank you.
And it's a
Hey, Bob.
Hiya, Bob.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
We are. You know, it's always weird signing on to YouTube with this tablet where the camera is kind of in the top middle of the screen if you had it in the landscape mode, but in portrait mode it's kind of over to the side. So it's kind of a strange thing. But here I am.
What are you using to Your phone?
No, tablet. It's this big Samsung.
So it
tablet.
doesn't go the other way?
So yeah, if I turned it, I don't know if that would be improve things or not, but I guess it does. Now I'm centered without having to kind of
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
position myself weirdly.
If you like to
Yeah.
look tall and narrow, or
Yeah, I like to look thin.
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, this morning's coffee, that's a good thing.
You know,
That's a
I'm
good
up
thing.
for coffee.
Are you a black coffee drinker or do you like cream or?
Usually like milk and maybe like some type of flavored cream sometimes,
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
milk, no sugar.
I got into the crazy. Now, how come I can't see chat? Oh well.
A box should come up on your right, and if you click comments,
Oh, comments. I see. Private chat versus comments. Got it. That's weird. Okay. Good night, Nathan. Are you a coffee drinker, Digger? Or tea?
Digger?
take care, Nathan.
See
What's
you,
that?
Nathan.
Are you a coffee drinker or a tea
Oh, yeah.
drinker?
No, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Black or
Digger,
cafe au lait?
he drinks like 15, 22 cups a day.
Yeah, I have this glass, and I fill it. It's always full until the evening,
Okay.
and
This
as soon as I'm out, I just get some more.
This explains your prodigious modeling productivity. Yes, because your caffeine power.
Always full of caffeine.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I got into the gourmet coffee thing a while back. There's this service called Trade Coffee that would send me a pound of coffee on a schedule. And I just got so I don't drink enough coffee. I mean, it was just piling up all over the place. So I had to stop the subscription. But I got this coffee maker called, after doing a lot of research about coffee makers, I got this coffee maker called the Mocha Master, which is handmade in, I want to say, Denmark.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, there were these scientists doing all these coffee machine tests, exactly how hot is the water and all this stuff. And that was the one they recommended. And I've got to say,
Wow.
I haven't been using it lately because we don't have enough counter space in our new kitchen. But it makes a damn good cup of coffee. But it's a very expensive coffee maker. How do you make your coffee, Jerry? Are you a pour over guy or a percolator or?
Mr. Coffee?
That's a drip coffee machine, right?
Yeah, drip machine, yeah. Yeah,
that's kind of
that
the
Mocha.
same as pour over.
We've got a percolator somewhere, but we don't use it. Ron uses the pods more than anything, the coffee pods.
What's your Mocha Master? Is that a drip?
Yeah, it's a drip machine. Yeah.
Hi, Stormy Jenny.
Hello, Jenny. Well, does I wonder why
French
it's so
press
good.
recipe. I do like that. I got hooked on pour overs a while back. It's really easy. Sorry, the lights are on a timer in here and a motion sensor, so they just went off, changing my appearance.
So you really notice a difference in that coffee machine, Bob?
Yes. Yeah. Now, I'm not that much of a connoisseur, but it's pretty good and it's really fast. I mean, it can make 8 cups of coffee in the time it would take me to make 1 or 2 cups of pour over. And it tastes just as good as the pour over. So I do like it, especially when we have company or we're, if we're hosting a dinner or something and I need to make a lot of coffee. It's reliable. And, but I also, I grind my own coffee with a burr grinder. I got a special grinder to grind it. And boy, does that make a difference. You know, when you have one of those cheaper grinders that has kind of a little wheel whirling around, the grounds are not that even. They're not that even in size. But when you get the burr grinder that has these, you know, interlocking metal teeth,
Yeah, okay.
that is so evenly ground. I think for making your own ballast, I would prefer a burr grinder.
Yeah.
Honestly, it does come out like you could use it. You know, if you were at an estate sale or something and you saw an old burr grinder,
Like the hand ones, right?
this one is not. It's electric.
But they have the hand ones.
They
I've seen-
do have hand ones. I think that's true. Yeah. And I bet you would make some really good ballast.
Huh.
I don't know what you grind up. I guess some of the
Yeah.
manufacturers use like walnut shells or something
Yeah. I
because
wonder.
it can't be imported into Australia because it's made out of walnut shells that haven't been sanitized properly.
Oh wow.
So, like Walther's ballast cannot be imported.
Who knew, huh?
Yeah, crazy. But I do
How-
think,
Cosman is a coffee snob too.
is he? I'm not really a coffee snob because I don't drink enough coffee, you know, and I'm allergic to caffeinated coffee. I have to drink decaf. I can drink Coca-Cola all day long with plenty of caffeine in it, but I cannot drink caffeinated coffee any longer. Makes me
What
sick as a
happened?
dog.
Really?
I used to be digger, you know, in my youth. I would be drinking coffee all day long, but then it started making me sick.
What are you partaking in right there?
This is ground up yellow watermelon.
Is it really?
I gotta find a way to get rid of it somehow. I bought this massive watermelon thinking because my wife loves watermelon, and
I do
I thought,
too,
oh
yeah.
boy, I'm gonna be your favorite person for a few minutes, but it didn't work out that way because it was yellow. So now I'm stuck making smoothies out of it. So
Does it taste that much different than regular
it
watermelon?
is different. Yeah, it's good. It's sweet, but it does not taste like regular watermelon completely.
So
It's got kind of a little bit of a cloying
You are?
back your throat. You can taste it a little bit. Good night, Rusty.
Good night, Rusty.
He's heading out.
Yeah, he's going out. The other day was Rusty's birthday. I wonder if he did anything for his birthday. Anyway, what's up, Jenny? How you doing?
So is Jenny one of the Stormy Sky people?
Yes. Yeah.
I know Stormy Sky is more than one human. I just don't know who they are.
3.
Story, Jenny.
Jenny.
TMI, Rusty. We don't know about you. Need to know about your bathroom habits.
Jenny.
Jenny in green.
Yeah, Jenny. Well, he can't see green. Can you see green? Oh,
Yeah.
Jenny and Steve are husband and wife, and then
Steve.
there's
Okay.
Dave. Dave Surf.
I've heard the name Steve
Yeah.
in
Steve's-
association with that. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, I've been working on my shop like crazy. I'm exhausted, muscles ache,
Yeah.
but I'm
That,
really getting excited about the workshop area coming around tomorrow. If I get that window in, that'll be great. You know, I've been doing all sorts of testing to identify the electrical circuits in the workshop. The workshop
yeah.
used to be a machine shop. So I've got the original circuit diagram from the building from the 80s.
right.
So it'll say, you know, grinders or stuff like whatever was in the machine shop, you know?
Yeah.
And so I have a rough idea, assuming circuits haven't been moved around in the past 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Should
is Bozos? Rusty
it's
says he's
a,
heading to BOZOS. What is that, Bozos?
Bozos. It's a seafood place by him.
Okay, cool.
It's like I think they have music and it's like a restaurant kind of thing.
Shrimp
Gotcha.
or ice
Sounds
cream,
good.
I think.
Sounds good. Sounds
So they
good.
probably had some big machines in there.
Yeah, it's not a huge room, but it's
But I mean,
But
I'm
yeah,
saying
they
like they
had-
probably had some decent power, some, you know,
yeah. There's
20
I
amp,
think
30 amp circuits
I
probably.
think there are 5 20 amp circuits in there, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's good for your machine.
You know, every wall has got a different circuit, and the lights are on a different circuit. And they ran a separate 20 amp line in there to power the evaporative cooler they had mounted on the roof on the ceiling.
Right.
So one wall, the outlets, I can't get the power on them. I'm not sure if they've been cut off, or I'm still trying to figure that out. But I still have a ton of outlets, and so I've got some power coming down through the ceiling. Trying to figure out what I want to do there. I could actually put some outlets in the ceiling,
Yeah.
because I have like a motor tool, that's suspended motor tool, so I could plug it in up above and be fine, you know.
Yeah.
And then this window that I'm putting in there used to be an exhaust fan in there that I pulled out. All the wood was rotted out in there, and everything was not well done. But it lasted since the 1980s, so I guess I can't complain too much about the job they did.
Yeah.
But there's power to that fan as well. That's kind of it, like chest height on me. So I could just put an outlet right there, maybe put some USB outlets there, and then I could, because that's the corner I plan to put my workbench in.
Okay.
So I'd have something at a convenient height to plug in my phone or a tablet or whatever. So, but this whole room this is the room that was lined with pink foam insulation, 6 inches deep.
Right.
And I did pay a guy to peel all that foam out of there. But when he did that, and he couldn't help it, I don't know if there was any way he could do it, they had glued the foam to the wall.
Right.
The ceiling.
Yeah.
So when it came off, it tore up the wallboard pretty badly. So the sheetrock. So I had to. I've been patching that, painting it. I've got maybe 30-40% of it is ready to receive paint now. It's nice and smooth, but it takes like multiple coats. I put a skim coat of mud on there, and then I sand that down. And then I prime it with this anti-mold primer, because it was mold. One wall I tore all the wallboard out because that was the wall where there was a little bit of mold. It hadn't really penetrated the wallboard, but I figured why take a chance.
Yeah.
So I've still got to hang sheetrock after I get this window in. The window's going where the fan was, the exhaust fan was, and I'm not making it any wider. The town told me, you don't need a permit as long as you're not making it wider.
Right.
So I said, okay, I will make it wider. That's fine. It's 24 inches wide, so I've got like a 2x4 casement window I'm going to put in there.
That'd be nice.
And that'll let a lot of fresh air in there when I want it.
But there's no window in that room?
There is one window, and it's glass block.
Okay, so it doesn't operate. Yeah.
So that's coming out eventually too. But I'm gonna. There's not going to be any permanent furniture on that wall where the glass block is, so I can just wheel things out of the way when I'm ready to. But I'll probably put a double hung window in there. And there is, it being a machine shop, in addition to that big fan, they had another outlet as well for a hose of some sort. So I'm going to be able to hook my airbrush up to that, my airbrush booth, my paint booth. And so I got to just measure that, see how wide it is, and replumb my booth, because I haven't been able to airbrush in, years.
So your workshop is different from the layout room, right?
Yes.
The workshop is also going to be your YouTube studio?
I guess. I don't know. I think it's if you have operating trains, I think it's good to have your YouTube studio with trains in the background running. right? I mean, I just think people like to see trains. They
You can
want to
always
see trains
have
running. So,
I mean,
but
I say
move
YouTube
around.
video, like if you wanted to do like serious videos or something, it'd be proper lighting and
Right.
yada yada. You
Right,
can
right.
always put cameras in with your trains. I mean,
Yes.
always do
And
that.
most of my lights I have on dollies. They can
I'll tell
wheel
you,
around.
what is super cool is that Insta360.
I
That
have
is
one.
awesome stuff. If you could incorporate that with your layout, Heath did it, and now that Canadian Locomotive Logistics, he's starting to use it in his layout, and that thing is awesome.
I do have a 360 camera,
Yeah,
and
if
I've done some work with it. It's
you can put that in your train room,
good idea.
that would be like,
Good
because it
idea.
lets people just pan around, see your layout, and like see everything about your layout, like without you actually having to
Right.
move your camera around,
I did a walkthrough of Timonium
with the
with my
360.
360.
Right.
And that was a fairly popular video. That's the kind of venue where the 360, the thing about 360 is it's 360. So
Yeah.
the ceiling, like if you're doing it in a normal room like this with a white ceiling,
Yeah.
a quarter of the image is just this boring white ceiling. It's not really. So you have to be in a place where there's a lot of detail around you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, but it gives the viewer an opportunity to be there.
Yeah.
Sort of, and
Yes.
and just pan around and look and see, I mean,
Right. If it's not on YouTube, right? I don't think YouTube supports a 360, a true 360 experience, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
You could pan around. Okay.
I watched Heath's one of Heath's videos.
I think I've done that too. Yeah.
He did it in 360, and I was able to just move the camera anywhere I wanted.
Okay, I do remember doing that in his video as well. Yeah.
We'll be going now, please.
So I'll have to experiment more with that toy.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah,
It's
totally.
kind of weird. You have
just
to
moved
operate
them
the
all.
camera with an app.
Okay,
The
yeah.
best way to operate the camera is to use the Insta360 app.
Right.
Which isn't, it's intuitive. It's a decent app, but it's just kind of a different experience.
So, like, your video that you shot, I couldn't go to it and move the video image anywhere I wanted, right?
I don't know. I didn't try it. I don't know the answer to that.
I wonder if you can.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I think I may have edited it down to an MP4 or something. Hello, Fisherman's Lodge.
What's up, Stuart? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like the channel name, the Fisherman's Lodge. Is that his business, perhaps?
Stuart, no. It was Stuart the Fish Whisperer. And now it's just the fish.
Oh, okay. All right. He's changed his name. All right. I do remember him with his old handle. Yeah. I do remember his old handle.
Up in Bonnie, Scotland, there on the coast, catching fish out the sea.
Aha. All right. He's one of your neighbors. Very good. Are you much of a fisherman? Either one of you?
No, I used to be.
I fancy myself as one. I fancy myself as a modeler too.
I like getting outside and doing it, but I'm not very good at catching fish. You got to be serious. You got to think about it. So they don't just jump onto the hook unless you're in an unusual circumstances.
Yeah.
If you're in a major metropolitan area where there's a lot of fishing pressure on the waters, it's hard to catch fish, right? But if you're out in the country where there aren't a lot of people, it's a lot easier to catch fish. I have caught fish,
There's a
but out in
place
the countryside.
There's a
You know.
place where lots of carp jump out the river as you're going past. I've seen that on.
Just hold out the net.
Doesn't happen here like that.
So are you in a basement area, Digger, or are you, I see you've got a window there, so I guess it's not a basement.
I'm upstairs at the moment in my room. Layout, as you know, I'm having a new building built up for the new layout outside.
Very cool.
That is,
Very cool.
I sent him some money for the materials and things. This week is going to be is a couple of other jobs to finish, and he's going to be with his team by the end of this week that's coming, early next week, and by the week that should be up. So I have a week to wait, and then the week after it should be up.
Very cool. So how big is this space going to be? You know, if you think everybody in chat already knows this, you know, we can change the topic, but I'm curious to know more about your planned space. How big it is?
12 feet by 30 feet.
By 30 feet. Okay.
Well, it's going to be 10, but Sparky advised me to go up to 12.
Well, gotcha.
Jerry's been sort of guiding me a lot, you know, with what I'm supposed to be doing. And I've come up with some ideas, and Jerry's pointed out why it's a crappy, stupid idea.
Stupid idea.
Hey, only a true friend will tell you that.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Prevented me
It's
from.
just wrong. It's just wrong.
I love that. I love that. I need to find it. I had a whole book of signs like that you're supposed to use in your car.
Oh, really?
Flash at the other drivers. You know, it had one set that were, you know, horrible language.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all pretty insulting, but some of them were full of curse words.
Yeah.
You know, pick a lane and stay in it. Pick a speed and stick to it is one of my favorites. That always irritates me on the highway when someone passes you, pulls in front of you, then they slow down. Then they, you know, they're just. So, what kind of construction is this going to be, Digger? Is this going to be wood frame?
Yeah, it's all going to be 3x2s and 4x2s and tongue and groove, 1 inch tongue and groove wood.
Oh, as the siding?
Yeah.
1 inch.
Yeah, 1 inch tongue and groove. And it's
1 inch thick.
Yeah.
I got you.
And it's going to be insulated on the inside and boarded out.
So it's going to have a conventional hip, just a regular V-shaped hip roof.
No, it's a vent roof, a single slope roof.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's gonna have double doors at one end, at the end near the house. It's going to have a single door on the long front side and a series of double glazed windows along the front.
So will one part be taller than the other, or are you going to have the same height all across the room?
It's going to be one part taller. The front's going to be taller than the back, but the very back part is going to be 6'1" or 2" tall, and so the front will be even taller than that, 7 foot or whatever it is.
Ah,
and it's all going to be insulated. I've got the electrics going in. I've lined a electrician up, and my neighbour is a joiner right next door. He's going to come and do the staging for me. And
no skylights or anything in that roof?
No, just double glazed at the front. But it's having one of those rubberized roofs that, like a big sheet of rubber that they stick on.
Right.
It's a 25-year guarantee on that. It's more.
You don't have to worry about snow load.
Sorry.
Snow.
Yeah, it'll be okay on the snow, will that?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got it well planned out. So are you going to have a workshop out there, or are you going to do you still do most of your work in this room that you're in now?
I'm going to continue doing stuff in this room. But once I've worked out everything in that place, I may have a workbench that pulls out from under the layout, or one that stores under the layout,
Bye, Jenny.
and bring it in and out
Good night,
as
Jenny.
I'm working on stuff. Bye,
I
Jenny.
see.
And
Well,
if it works out good, I will take the vast majority of all my modelling gear down into that new building, and maybe even the printer.
Right.
I'm having a fridge and a kettle and all the rest of it in there and
Okay.
stuff.
Nice. And you're going to have central heating and air out there?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not going to
Nice.
have air.
Well, you might
Oh,
not
no.
need air.
No, we won't need aircon. Definitely not. At the very warmest point of a horrible Pennine summer in Britain, I'll just need to open the window. That's as hot as it gets.
Well, if that's going to be a black rubber roof, I don't know if it's going to be black. That might get warm in there.
Yeah, the coat will be something to deflect the heat off.
Right.
He could just put fans in there.
Yeah, I could put a fan in there and open a couple of windows or open the doors. It's going to be it's not. I like it in Celsius in the 20s. You know, and the workshop I'm in now, it's been 41 Celsius, which is 101 Fahrenheit, and that's about as hot as it gets in somewhere like Riyadh in Arabia.
That's too hot.
It is, unless you have all the windows open and a fan blowing. But
Digger, Stuart is saying you missed one of his comments. So I think you need to comb through there.
all right.
I think it's the one where he said Digger is wrong for being right or right to be wrong. I'm not sure.
I missed you coming to my chat. I've been so busy, Stuart, lately, this last couple of weeks, you know, sorting stuff out. Digger's wrong for being right, or right to be wrong.
And see,
Oh,
Eugene
wrong.
is saying he might go live, so you need to keep us posted, Eugene. Sorry, I cut you off, Digger.
It's all right. I was wrong about some of the ideas I had for
For the space.
the
That's it.
plans.
That's right. That's right.
And
Yeah.
Jerry kind of pointed out quite rightly
In his frank way.
why it was a bad idea.
That's a bad
I've had
idea.
I've had a couple of bad ideas.
What was a bad idea? I meant that.
The overhead creeper, you pointed out that was a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. He's too old and decrepit for that.
Too old and fat to be doing that. And he told me where the wiring wants to be at the front, just behind the beam at the front, so that it's easy to do to get to, and I'm not writhing about. And it was going to be a workshop at first, and Jerry said, "Well, you're not, you know, you're old and fat and ugly now, and you're not going to be doing much in your workshop. So
I resemble those remarks.
build a proper layout in there, and your other layout shed, you can put your tools in there if you want." But he had since then pointed out that, am I really going to do any more work with the milling machine and the lathe?
Yeah, just get rid of them.
Should I sell them? Probably.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to do something with them, then keep them. If you're not, then get rid of them. Like, what's the point of keeping them?
There isn't a point to keeping them.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's
They make you feel good. Then
the
Yeah,
shot
good.
blaster I've used. I get a lot of people's tools that need shot blasting and stuff and resharpening and that. So I still do that for people. I'll keep the shot blaster for sure. The lathe, I had one person who's a seamstress, and she has a really old-fashioned but very, very good sewing machine, a Bath, a Scandinavian make, and some parts had worn away, but she couldn't get the parts anymore because it was discontinued in about 1975.
Is it a Husqvarna, like a really old Husqvarna?
It's FAF, PFAFF. Anyway,
Ah.
I
Never
got
heard
the
of that.
parts that were worn, and I just made her some more on the lathe, gave her those, and it worked fine. So that's the last time I used the lathe for anything.
Your friend Stuart is suggesting you should get busy making your own coffin.
With a lathe,
With a lathe. I don't know.
it'd have to be a big hollow. I'll just hollow a tree trunk out.
A big old tree trunk.
Well, maybe you're going to get cremated.
Yeah, well, that's the
right.
plan.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could just turn a little urn. Yeah.
We have a no frills funeral system over here. If you want to use it, where they just come and take you away and stick you in the oven, and then bring your jar of ash back. And you don't have to have a ceremony or anything, so people can.
We got that here too.
Yeah. I've got to start.
I know.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this thing called Better Place Forest, where you buy a tree in a forest. And this whole forest, the company is contractually committed to maintaining the forest and replacing the forest. If it burns down, they're going to replace your tree. And then they inter your ashes in the ground at the base of that tree, you and your family, with the concept being, one, you're not in a traditional cemetery taking up real estate in that way. And two, you're integrated into the soil and you'll become part of the tree. And,
What's to stop them? What happens if they go out of business?
The forest's still going to be there.
It's a good point, but I have a feeling that they're probably regulated just like cemeteries.
Think so? I don't know.
And cemeteries have to, they're kind of set up like a trust, and they have to be properly funded, and they're regulated by the government so that they stay in operation.
Right.
Now, that being said, I've certainly seen some cemeteries that have been pretty bad repair.
They're pretty.
But I think they're supposed to be, properly funded, and if they're in compliance with the law. But I think the real answer is, Jerry, at that point, I probably won't care.
No, you don't care, right?
You can have your body composted.
You did what you felt was right? And that's all that matters. Once you're going, you're going. It's the same thing with your trains. Somebody's got to deal with them until you're dead, right? So,
I was going to say that was definitely the next thing that hit my mind was I need to start that planning as well, so that my wife won't have to deal with that. Since the odds are that I will predecease her. So,
you never know. You just never know.
You don't, but those are the odds. Those are the odds.
Maybe you'll buck the odds.
We'll see. We'll see.
Whatever it is, it's what it is.
I know how old my relatives are when they pass away, and her mother is still alive. So mine have been gone for years. So I think I'll be really bucking the trend. But either way, and I don't know. I heard the other day that somebody was using a website called ScaleMates. There's websites called ScaleMates. It's for static modelers. But he was using that to catalog his stash. I think he was a tank guy. He had it, so he was cataloging his stash.
Right.
And I thought that would be a good exercise for me to go through, not only with the static models, but with the trains. I don't know if ScaleMates supports trains, Is there some other?
I think like JMRI does, like JMRI, you could input all your stuff in there. This thing that we talked about today on our Back on Track show, trainwaybills.com.
Okay.
you can input all your stuff
in order to make waybills. Yeah, but
in order to make waybills. I mean,
it's still a list.
it's a list, right? So,
It's just
I
a
mean,
list.
I mean, I've seen like there's somebody's YouTube channel. I can't remember who it is. He's doing a layout now or something, and he's starting to do all this. Documenting how he built his layout so that when the time comes for it to get taken apart, whoever his family can go through this list, right, and see how to take it apart, see what he has, where, he's even went as so far to include names and links of people that will help, sell his stuff, to
That's cool.
just to expedite the process for whoever's left to deal with it. Which, I mean, it's good because most people are
Absolutely.
just, they're going to go to a local train store. If there's no local train store, they're going to find some schmuck on a line that'll give them $2 for their $20,000 collection, and
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I've already arranged with the joiner who's putting the staging in for when I croak it, that he comes and takes it out so that Ron doesn't have to do all that.
Yeah, I just it is good. It's kind of a morbid topic. Sorry if I got us into it, but
I mean, part of it. I mean, a young person isn't thinking about it. I mean, an older person does, and if you care, some people could give a rat's ass once they're dead.
Yeah, I spent a couple of
Whoever's
hundred.
got to deal with it.
Yeah. But it is good to have a plan. I think you're more comfortable. Okay, you. Yeah, I'll pass it down to you. It makes you more comfortable with your own mortality too, right? If you have a plan, then you're not fearing death as much as if you just in total denial about your own, mortality.
You're not leaving a mess for those that you leave behind. You don't want them to have a big mess to sort out, do you?
I need to spend a lot more time with it, but I recently bought this system that's called a next of kin box, or Knockbox, NOK, and it basically steps you through everything you need to do to set things up. So, for example, I need to have the key to my creative space and the codes for the alarm system, and all the information about where the utilities get paid and who's the insurer on the property, all that stuff, just as one little tiny portion of my life, right?
Yeah.
But I need to have all that in that box with a key.
Right. Yeah.
And same thing with this space here with our townhouse and finances, my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I want to have a goodbye video in the can.
Oh yeah.
There used to be.
I never thought about doing that.
There used to be a website that was called. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was a site where you could leave a message that would be sent out. An email would be broadcast to your list when you died. But the problem was, of course, people were doing scorched earth, and then they failed to. The only way that the system knew that you were still alive was by asking.
Yeah.
So it would send you a series of emails saying, "Are you out there? Are you still alive?" And if you didn't respond after a certain period of time, it went ahead and sent the emails. And of course, these people were still alive, and
yeah.
emails went out giving people the middle finger.
The sad news. Yeah. F every one of yous.
I don't know if that's they had no. It was
Yeah.
like a lot of these ideas. There was no money.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You weren't paying for it.
yeah. So it doesn't.
And so it was, I don't know how they made their money. Maybe they didn't. And so that's why they went out of business. But it was an interesting concept.
Yeah,
But I think I want to have a goodbye video ready, that I can update periodically.
Sorry, I
So-
can't be with you because I'm no longer here.
That's right. But how often do you all update your what is that intro video called on your channel? There's like a video where you
never.
When
haven't.
you
Never.
first come in, the first one they see, yeah,
I
I
don't-
know that.
I
I've
haven't
had
done
the
one.
same one.
Wow.
I've had the same one along.
Yeah, I haven't updated mine in a long time too, and it's just if I
I don't-
can't do that, then maybe I shouldn't do a goodbye video because I won't update it. So it'll just be totally out of date.
I don't even think like I used to have one when you came to the channel, but I took it down for some reason. Yeah, maybe I'll do one. I don't know. No, but yeah, it's something. I mean, So in your household, who's the bill payer, Bob?
I am.
So like, does your wife know how to?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
She
knows.
actually pays all the bills on the creative space. It's in her business
Okay.
for tax purposes, and so she
Right,
pays
right,
all those bills.
Right.
Not always on time,
Yeah.
but the water guy came by the other day, and I had stepped out and said, "You're not cutting us off, are you? I know we were late paying." He said, "No, just reading the meter."
Yeah, you got to be
But,
pretty far behind for them to shut you off.
But yeah, she can. I got the notice.
Yeah.
I
but
got
they're-
it cut up, but I knew she'd pay. But yeah, my wife is a very, very capable human being.
well, that's good. Yeah.
She's not. She'll be fine with that. She'll be fine without me. She's paying the bills.
Are you going to retire next month?
I'm effectively retired already. When I got laid off in February.
Oh, you
So,
did?
Yeah, so I did this AI tutoring thing. I've done some little side jobs. I've got to find a part-time job, but yeah, I'm basically partially retired right now.
So what would you do?
I'd like to do some consulting and race trains. I bet you that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true, Rick. But
I'd like to do some consulting and just because I can get more money for my time if I stay in my specialty, if I work as a lawyer or in financial services, even though it's very boring to me at this point. It's not really what I want to do, but if I could do 20 hours of that, I can make a lot more than I could make doing 20 hours of doing something else.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, whatever.
So
you can do, right?
I'm working on that, but
Yeah, whatever. Right.
it's
It's not a.
yeah,
It's not a
we got
number one.
enough money
priority.
that I could probably not do any part-time work.
Yeah.
It'd just be a question of how much traveling. My wife's hobby is travel, and that's a very expensive hobby. And
Yeah.
so
Your wife doesn't work anymore, right?
she would tell you she does, but she has a stream of income that I set up for her years ago with one of my old companies, and so she acts as a mortgage trustee for them, charges money every month, but she doesn't have to work to earn it. It's mailbox money essentially.
That's
So,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like 6 figures. So
Yeah.
it's
Wow, holy moly.
yeah. So it's
That's
good.
good.
She'll keep doing that for as long as
Keeps
as long
coming.
as she can generate a bill.
Yeah.
If she's no longer able to generate a bill, I guess she
Yeah.
If she was to predecease me, then that income would probably stop because it's all based on her Texas bar membership. So,
Right. Yeah.
but I have a feeling if I predecease her, she'll sell our shop area. She'll sell that off, and that'll, since I paid cash for that, that's a nice load of change right there. So
That'll
she'll be
take her
fine.
a while.
She'll be fine, you know. So
As long as she doesn't take any around the world trips. Right.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. She does like to do that stuff. She wants to go on a cruise next. Have you all done any cruising?
No.
Never.
We've done cruises. We did a cruise through the Panama Canal. That was the last one we did, and it's been a long time.
Wow.
It was like a 3-week cruise.
Wow.
You know,
So
I just left a company, and I said, you know, let's go right now.
Yeah.
You know, when are we going to have this time and to take a long cruise because we're working? And so we did that. We made some lifelong friends. People we see periodically and from all over the world. So it was a lot of fun. And we've done a few other cruises as well. But and I think it could be combined with rail activities. You know, you just have to plan it. You know where your ports of call are going to be, so you just got to research. And
But is your wife interested in that stuff?
she'd go along.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a woman who went on a layout tour on her birthday this year. So she's pretty tolerant of this stuff.
Yeah, but I'm sure
But, you know, you combine it. You could hire a local guide. You know, these countries are very often very poor. So for $100, you can get a local guide to take you wherever you want to go. So maybe one of those areas would be, you know, the local railroad, and the other would be something that she wants to do. You know?
Right. Yeah.
And you can find other people on board the ship who want to do stuff. So, especially photography, and I'm into photography, and so it's easy to get. You know, you can communicate with people before the cruise and say, "Hey, I'm planning on doing, you know, hiring a local photographer as a guide in this city and this city and this city. If you'd like to come along, share the expense." And then maybe when you have a day at sea, you can look at each other's pictures. You know, you can put together a digital slideshow and enjoy that day in that town again. So you can combine your interests, because just traveling for me is not. It's cool to go to other places, see how other people live, but eventually I need more mental stimulation than that. And so I want to, you know, either be taking good pictures or learning about history or something else. And that could be trains.
Yeah.
It could be trains.
Or anything.
Claude, I'm not a European train guy. You know,
Claude from Back on Track, he cruises all the time. He's going on a cruise in 3 weeks. He's going to the UK, and he's going to be going south of London somewhere, and somewhere down there, Southampton, and then he's going to Norway, to see the fjords or fjords.
It's like an area of land that's like that, and the sea comes in and out each.
Yeah. He talked about
time of year. Good time of year to go.
He went on a cruise to Alaska, and it's kind of the same as up wherever that is. You know, the mountains come right up out of the sea, and he wants to compare them.
I missed that Alaska Railroad TV show.
Yeah, that was
cool. That was cool.
You think your wife would go on a train trip like the Rocky Mountain, the Mountaineer?
I don't know.
That would be pretty
cool. I've thought about. I don't think she's ever really done a long train trip.
Yeah.
Hello, Floyd. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Floyd, what's up?
And I've thought about maybe going to Amherst by train next year.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat too, because you could just take Amtrak.
Yeah. And so that would be an overnight. It would just be one night on the train, probably. And
Yeah, so that would be nice for you because you could go through Horseshoe Curve, right? Come into Philly, go up to New York, through New York City, and then come out to in Springfield.
yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. Have well, I know Digger's got access to some really great rail travel in Europe, but have you done any long distance train trips, Jerry? No.
No.
I took my son. We went to the NMRA National Convention in, I think it was in Detroit, and we were living in Dallas at the time. And we took the train from Dallas
That would have been cool, huh?
to Detroit. And, you know, he was at that age where when he got on that train, he was so unhappy, miserable,
Yeah,
you know, texting his mother,
yeah.
"Don't get me, take me home." By the end of the first day, he was in love with it. He
Yeah.
loved the train. He loved the steward was really nice to him. He loved the little roomette we had. You know, the dining car. He loved that. That was a formative experience for him because what happened was we ended up in we were overnighting in Chicago. We had to change trains in Chicago. So we were on the train overnight getting to Chicago. We got to Chicago kind of in the morning, and I said, we're just going to do the day in Chicago. And we had a room at in the Parker House Hilton, which is a very fancy hotel I'd stayed at for business purposes before. And our room was damaged by some construction that got on. So they had to put us in the penthouse.
Oh, wow.
So we're in this penthouse with a beautiful view of Lake Michigan. And we went out and had Chicago pizza. And he fell in love with Chicago. He became a Chicago Bears fan. He's still a Chicago Bears fan.
Really?
Just because, hey, anything having to do with Chicago was cool.
Yeah, he was
know?
there. It was cool. It was a cool experience. Floyd, I don't have a passport, Floyd. You got a passport, Bob? Yeah, probably.
I just got my passport renewed. I just received it like this week.
Yeah.
It was a pretty easy process to renew the passport, but it's like $130. But
Yeah,
everything
it's
else
not
was
cheap.
all online. I took my own passport picture. And you're right, I'm a photographer. So I took my own passport picture and
They let you do that, huh?
yeah, and I did Rose's at the same time. My wife is Rose. And I did hers 2 or 3 days after mine, and hers came
Yeah.
like 2 weeks before mine. I think because of my common name, you know, Bob John, pretty common name. I think that there's extra checks that have to be done. So, but I got it. So yeah, I do have my passport now. I thought about going up to the Sparky's thing. I just, I don't know. We'll see. It's not. I don't know how many hours. How many hours is it from Pittsburgh to Toronto?
I don't think it's that far. Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. I think he's like Sparky is like 8 hours to Stroudsburg.
Okay.
Something like 8 or 9.
8 hours. Yeah.
Like yeah, something. Yeah, somewhere
Might be 8 hours.
to drive. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I could do that. That'd be fun. I'd love to meet, you know, Buckhead Hat James Golden in person.
Yeah. But you could
I
take
met Trackside Mike at the St. Louis Prototype Modelers meet.
Oh, did you?
Last year, maybe year before, I met Trackside Mike.
Oh,
Okay, 5 hours, Floyd. That's not bad.
To drive.
So
Yeah.
I could do that. I don't know whether Rose is going to be up for that, but any chance to travel is usually good. But if I say we're taking my truck, she'd probably be out. So,
Take your car.
we'll have to see. But we could take her car, yeah.
Yeah,
But we're always doing that, putting a lot of miles on our car because it's a comfortable luxury car. But
that's what you got it for.
it's her fault. I
Yeah.
wanted a full size truck, and she wouldn't have anything, and she wouldn't have it. So I ended up with the Taco, and that's pretty stiff ride and a smaller vehicle, but it does fit in the garage, which is awfully nice.
Yeah, sure.
So, what are you driving these days, Jerry? I know the truck.
My pickup, F-150,
Oh, 150. Okay.
full size, 4-door. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
comfortable.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for rail fanning. You can hide out from the rain, and
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
you're still doing some of your rail fanning videos, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
You're
time.
still doing it. Yeah. I've seen a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than modeling videos, but yeah.
Yeah. I get my rail fanning every day. In fact,
Yeah.
I have to stop myself from running outside. I say, I got to do this project.
How often do you think the trains come by?
Boy, I'll tell you, on Memorial Day, there were like 5 trains in the morning. Now, maybe they were rushing through because they were trying to finish up or something. I don't know. But
How good of a view do you have? I bet you if you put a live cam out there like Bernard does, you ever see Bernard's live cam? Do you know Mini
I
Print
haven't.
Bernard?
No,
Mini
I
Print
haven't seen his
Bernard.
live cam. I haven't seen
Mini
his live
Print
cam.
Bernard has a live cam because his building's by the tracks, and he's got a live cam that he streams. You could stream it and probably get a lot of people watching it and maybe get money from it.
That's right. Well, you're providing entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's essentially on the other side of a 3-lane road from the shop.
Yeah, but
So
you
it's probably it's less than 100 feet
you could definitely probably
to the
you
tracks. So
you could definitely-
yeah, and I've got a pole sign in front of the shop, so I could potentially mount it on that sign.
yeah.
There's some poles and power lines and stuff in the way. It's not totally clean.
Yeah.
The view there, but if you used a kind of a telephoto lens, you could pick it up. Floyd, thank you for all that information about getting to Canada.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
going to hit the sack. It's 12:30. And
Good night, Digger.
Good night, Digger.
Good
Good
night, Jerry.
Thanks for letting me on your stream, brother. I appreciate it. Good luck next week with your structure. It sounds like there's some progress going to happen. So keep us
Yeah,
posted.
very soon.
Videos.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Good, Digger.
Bye, Digger.
Yeah, so that would be really cool, probably.
Yeah, you've mentioned it before, Jerry, and I really need to investigate. It probably wouldn't be very expensive. You just set a webcam up there,
Yeah,
and
just feed it to your YouTube.
right. It's
And-
not, and there's already internet service at the shop, and
Yeah,
I could either run a cable up there or I just don't know how. It's episodic. I think it varies the traffic, but
I mean,
it's
it's
all
like
Norfolk
any other.
Southern.
It's like any other. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably the Pittsburgh line put to something. I don't know.
I don't know. I've looked on. I have one of those atlases. It's at the shop, but I have one of those railroad atlases that shows what line it is. Good night, Lehigh River.
See you, Ian. Have a good night, buddy.
But there's a lot of there's coal traffic, there's mixed freights, and occasionally there's and it's all running. What direction is that?
West, east.
Yeah, west. It's all running. I think it's all running west. And
How far are
every
you
now
from?
and then there's some power
Pittsburgh
being
itself.
relocated coming east.
How far from Pittsburgh itself are you?
15 minutes.
What's the town that's in?
It's in Cheswick, Cheswick. That's the post office.
Are
Cheswick,
you north of Pittsburgh?
on the Allegheny. So on the north side of the Allegheny. But we are then, I want to say, I don't know, I'm not looking. I can turn my computer on. I should know this, but I don't. I don't know the compass point directions. Thank you. Thanks, Floyd. I appreciate that. I'll take that info.
Could be the Mon line.
But you know, it's right on the banks of the Allegheny. On the other side of the tracks is the Allegheny River. I can see the Allegheny through the windows of the shop. It's right there.
Allegheny, huh?
It's where the locks are on the Allegheny.
Oh,
going
really?
around the falls. It's right there. The locks are in Harmerville, which is the next town closer to Pittsburgh from Cheswick. We're actually in Harmer, technically, but the mailing address is Cheswick.
Okay, I see the Allegheny now. Yeah, that would be the Norfolk. Let's see.
So actually, we are actually that is east of, and I would say the trains are heading east, not west. The trains are heading east when they go by the shop.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Connemugh line? CONEAMAUGH.
Connaught, yeah, Connaught, I think is how you would pronounce that. Connaught, yeah. There's a big lake. As you're driving towards Lake Erie, there's Connaught Lake up there. So
Yeah. Then it probably meets up with yeah.
yeah, there's some long trains to go through there. This is not just a little switching stuff going on. There's long
Yeah.
unit trains, coal trains, you
And
know,
it's
lots of
definitely
distributed power. These are big trains going through there. Big trains.
so
Yeah, so that means it would be a good view, but you know, it's not like it's
you're
it's a
south
serious sign.
you're south of Pittsburgh?
No, it's east actually.
East, okay, east. Right.
It's kind of north. It's kind of northeast of Pittsburgh on the Allegheny. Yeah. So it's northeast. It's definitely on the north shore of.
Oh yeah, I see it. Cheswick. Springdale, Cheswick.
Yep.
How do you say that?
Acmetonia.
Acmetonia.
We're actually the creative space actually is in Acmetonia.
That's crazy, Acmetonia.
I don't know. That's a crazy name, but
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you that there's a lot of there's probably more traffic on that line than you realize.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it shakes the building, so I know when they go by.
Yeah, really.
But I'm not. I don't keep track. I don't keep count. I'm not running out there. You know, sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
glance up and look up, and I'll see, dang, a heritage unit just went by, and I wasn't out there.
Yeah.
You know, but and sometimes there's some CSX power, but it's usually, you know, the black and white NS
Yeah.
stuff, you know, that's out there, which isn't that exciting or colorful. But you know, one time there was a track maintenance crew out there all day.
Right. Yeah.
Working on the track with all those cool MOW equipment. stuff,
Again-
you know.
I guarantee if you put a cam out there, people would watch it. You're close
You
to
know,
some
Rick,
strange-
I don't know Brady's trains or Nick Smith's. He's talking about train shops in the area. I typically shop at Esther's Toys and Hobbies, which is for the most part an N scale shop in Millvale. And they're going at it. They're not probably not going to be around for long. The guy who started it, well, it's an interesting shop. Esther started it as a sewing shop.
Oh, really?
Shop for selling sewing supplies. When her son got into the business, he turned it into a hobby store, but he kept it as Esther's Toys and Hobbies, named after his mother. And he passed away 2 or 3 years ago. His name was also Bob. Great guy. He was always in there every day, tie on, just
Really?
totally old school, you know?
Wow.
And he was a great guy, and I love supporting him. And
Yeah.
and now his son, so Bob passed away. His son, also named Bob, is running the store, but it's only open like
Yeah.
Wednesday through Saturday. Saturday it closes at 1 o'clock. I mean, it's really
Wonder
it's
why
a
he
side-
only, why no
side-
HO or nothing?
he does have some, absolutely, and he has a lot of regular mild supplies. But I
Yeah.
guess
It's
the elder
expensive.
Bob was an N scale guy. They have a big N scale layout in the basement.
Oh, really?
And so I'm starting to lose power here, Jerry. You might lose me in a bit. I don't have any charging cable, so I guess that's a sign I need to go. But
yeah.
but the thing about Esther's is, and Rick's trains, I would love to hear about these other trains. I know there's a place called Hobby Express in Cranberry that is supposed to be really good. And I met the proprietors, but I've never been there.
Hmm.
But the thing about Esther's, and I'll stop with this passion project, is out front, and I think I've done a video about this, I'm not sure, but out front, they have a white park bench. And engraved into that bench are the words, "Relax with a hobby." And
That's
that
pretty cool.
bench has become so famous that when you pull into the town of Millville, there's this big mural of the
Yeah.
town. And that bench is right there.
Oh, wow. That's pretty
So
neat.
I mentioned to the younger Bob, boy, I really like that bench. I'd like to recreate it. And he said, hang on 1 minute. He went downstairs and he brought to me the original templates for making that bench.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So he gave those to me. I'm going to give them back. And
Yeah.
this week, I bought a bench. I've been trying to
Neat.
get a church pew. So for $65, I got a white church pew that I can put outside the shop, and
That's
I can
awesome.
carve in it, relax
Yeah.
with a hobby. And it's very unique. Like the A for with a hobby is like a delta. It's just like a triangle. It's not even the letter A, you know. So I'm going to be able to replicate that exactly the way it is.
You know,
So,
Bob, the live trains, the bench, your layout, you could be like a destination stop.
I'll tell you. Yes, I know. I had the guy from the water company said, boy, people around here would love that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Nicholas and Smith is by me, Rick. It's not by Bob. Nicholas.
oh,
and
that's Philly. Yeah, Philly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be quite a drive.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
well,
telling
Barry,
you, Bob.
thanks for having me on the stream. I'm gonna
Thanks for
run
coming
out.
on.
I'm down
Yeah.
to 4% now. So
All right. Have a good night.
I appreciate you having me on. Good luck with whatever you plan for tomorrow. You
You
know
too.
what I'm doing.
I hope Rose feels better. Good luck with your
I'm gonna
project.
be cutting out my cinder blocks with my grinder, banging them out with a hammer.
Yeah. Wear a mask.
Needing all that. Oh yeah, and I think I might spray it down with some water as I'm
Good
cutting
idea.
to
Yeah.
keep the dust down, right? So we'll see. But I will wear a mask and glasses for sure. Hey, everybody in chat, thank
Hey,
you.
Bob.
It's been great being with you. I'll see you all later. Thanks,
Have a
Sherry.
good night.
Bye-bye.
And on that, I'm going to go too because I'm going to go eat. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Have a good night. My dad sent money. He ain't sending no money. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow, maybe. Have a good night. Take care. See you.